lights, baby. Flashing lights everywhere.
Niggas was saying shit about me and they didn't even fucking know me.
This is my story. This is what I was doing when wasn't nobody looking.
Y'all don't know what goes on in practice or the locker room.
Welcome back to Gil's Arena, presented by Underdog Fantasy. Whoa, whoa!
Whoa, whoa! Let's go!
It's almost Thanksgiving, y'all. We made it. Ooh. Vacation on.
You hear that? You hear that?
We almost made it to what?
Made it to what?
Itis.
That's what that ooh was. Itis.
You know what time it is. But this is Gil's Arena, presented by Underdog Fantasy. As always, we got the legend Gilbert Arenas here with us. Okay. What's that, Sandman? What you got?
Yeah, I guess that's what they call it, Sandman. Peach.
That's definitely
That Harden?
Definitely pink.
2 straight wins?
Adidas, that's that Adidas club. Okay.
We got Lexi Brown back with us. Her dog Cannon, getting bigger every day.
Yes, he's growing.
No accidents in over a week.
He's like, not yet. He said, don't talk too soon.
Don't let me jinx it. But Cannon out here looking good. He was licking my toes earlier. I just want to let you know.
Man, watch
I had
out.
sandals on. I didn't know what was going on.
Watch out.
No toe licking.
Look.
We got Rashad McCants back with us, our resident Celtics fan.
The resident Celtics fan.
With the crown.
Sit down with Sniper, man. Shout out to my homie. Sit down with Sniper for the greats. We out here doing advertisements for the people, man.
You're doing a lot for the culture. Every time you pull up here, you got somebody's gear on.
Something different, man. They can't say I don't
Walking billboard.
They don't support me, but I support them. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers just leave my shit blank. They don't even like my shit.
We need the greatness. I checked the greatness website.
They don't even follow me. Motherfuckers just go ahead. Could you wear this? And yeah, I wear it, man.
When's the greatness stuff launching? I checked the website.
Man, after Christmas.
Y'all need big Nick sizes.
Yeah. I'm gonna put it together. I'm trying to figure out what my calling gonna be. If it's gonna be t-shirts with graphics on them, like the 30 backpack. They've been asking for that. It's gonna sell out as soon as I put that up. We at that. Yeah, we at that point.
There's a lot of places we can't go on this show.
We at that point.
People want that beef, but
Gil say change the Gucci to Louis Vuitton, different color schemes on the backpack. I'm with it.
Why we can't pull up?
Yeah.
We got security.
That's fair. We got to roll deep. Secret Service.
Security.
Here's what we got cooking in the arena today. 2-time MVP Nikola Jokic was the latest superstar to get ejected from a game for some BS. Does the league need to put the refs in their place? Giannis is one of the most dominant players in the league, but does he actually have a bag? He seems to think so. And KD has been cooking this season, but is he the most skilled player in the league right now? And when are we gonna see this big three on the court together?
I need a jersey.
Never.
That shit fire, ain't it?
Not happening.
Never?
It's not gonna happen.
What if they don't play a game?
Bradley Beal's back was that messed up.
He need a backiotomy.
Backiotomy.
He's gonna miss at least another couple weeks, but
another couple weeks.
KD been holding it down. They still doing good enough despite not having the whole crew there. But before we get into all that, as always, this show is brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. Download the app, use promo code GIL. They will match your first deposit up to $100. We got a full slate of NBA games tomorrow, Wednesday. We got NFL games. We got NBA games through the weekend, college basketball cracking. It's a lot to go on. So get them higher lowers going, but make sure you use promo code GIL and you get that $100 deposit match. And we do MostlyFans at the end of every single show. If you drop a good question in the chat and include your Underdog Fantasy username, we will give you a $50 bonus to your Underdog Fantasy account. If you send a video to mostlyfansgil@gmail.com, we will give you a $100 bonus if we use it on the show. You already know what it is.
Sexy voice.
Since it's Thanksgiving, and we see everybody in the chat filling in, if you drop some good Thanksgiving-related questions, we are doing a special Mostly Fan show that's dropping this Thursday. We're answering all y'all questions. Thanksgiving, regular, whatever you got, hit us with your best questions and check out that show Thursday to see if we answered them. And, you know, this is our last live show of the week, so we're doing a special Gills Arena Thanks giveaway.
Things giveaway?
Thanks giveaway to get ready for Turkey Day.
Okay. The bar.
I can't take credit for, I don't know, who put that in the doc?
That's bad.
Okay, that was.
Don't give him credit.
No,
Yeah.
beef still.
Don't give that
Beef
nigga
still
no
going?
fucking credit, man.
Beef still
Hell
going?
no. He can't even drive out here. Fuck that nigga, man.
He live in Long Beach.
He live in Long Beach.
You gotta leave like at 5 in the morning.
Hell yeah, you gotta spend that gas. If I gotta spend it, you gotta spend it.
So y'all see me wearing this AirPod every show. That's actually bearing in my ear, and he has some choice things to say to you. It's a lot of N words. No, I'm just kidding. But we're doing a special Thanks giveaway today, and it's for all you guys in the chat. We want to give y'all some love for all the love that y'all show us, all the hate too. But you know, sometimes hating gets you paid. So today, when we hit 15,000 viewers on the show, Gil is giving someone a free pair of Adidas. Are they Agent Zeros or which? Ken, you took the Yeezys yesterday. He's strong.
Agent Zeros. Let's go Agent Zeros.
We got Harden's trades, Agent Zeros. Ken, you took the Yeezy boots yesterday. I had to just let him have them.
The new Ant-Mans too now.
The Ants.
Oh, Ant-Man, they Adidas too.
I haven't got mine yet.
Oh, Lord.
Wow.
That's a
I
surprise.
haven't, to be honest, I haven't even ordered them. I haven't even said that.
You don't need to order anymore, Gil. They need to send. They need to read your mind.
Nah, because I be trying to get the colors that's not out yet. So
Okay.
because you know the Christmas colors would be made if one of those play on Christmas, and then those are the ones I'll go for. Because I get to wear it before they do.
So like I said, 15,000 followers, free pair of Adidas. If we get to 20,000 followers, not if, when, because we're going to do it, someone is getting a signed ball by the Gills Arena crew.
Woo.
There's a ball right there, Lex. You got to add your name to it. What's a nice ball? That's that good leather.
Where should I
Nah, that's not
Anywhere?
that good leather.
It ain't no.
That's the indoor out. Damn, Gil, they can't see it at
That's
home.
the indoor outdoor ball.
That's an
You can bring it anywhere, though. That's a good thing.
Show your friends. You can even get some buckets with it with the official Gills Arena signed basketball. That's at 20,000 viewers. If we get to 25,000, which would be a new Gills Arena record, but I think y'all can do it because a lot of y'all lazy ain't got shit to do this week. We're giving someone a Tough Crowd starter pack courtesy of Mr. B, Brandon Jennings. If you've been on the Tough Crowd site, you know it's very upper echelon gourmet clothing out of a lot of your budget. So go ahead and get this price pack.
Throwing
And now you
shots today.
I'm just saying, y'all can now wear Tough Crowd. It's not for everybody. It's an upper echelon brand. Gucci, Louis V, Tough Crowd. You get the Tough Crowd starter pack if we get to 25,000. And if we hit 30,000.
Someone pissed him off last night.
Not every day. Every day.
Like he been watching going back reading though.
Every day.
Nah,
Whole episode.
The new Drake Deluxe album came out. He's been feeling himself.
Light skin is unite. It's a tough time of year for light skinned people foreign.
Then you might
Yeah,
need
it
the
is.
Andre 3000.
Yeah,
I listened to that too.
I'm listening to it over on the way over here.
You sitting there in the steam room.
Calm you down. Yeah, calm y'all down.
I appreciate it, Andre 3000.
I enjoyed it.
Artistic expression.
I was gonna say that too. Shout out to Andre 3000, man. On the
It's for the older-
breaking hip hop album.
It's for the
new
older
hip-hop.
generation.
It's new hip hop.
They did put it in the rap category.
It's new hip hop.
I don't know who is they, but someone put that
There's not one-
album in a rap
There's
category.
not one rap on.
There's not even a word.
It is a lot of rapping.
There's no word.
You guys seen Pootie Tang?
Oh, there it is.
Pootie Tang.
No, I mean,
Man, don't need no words.
no, what I'm saying is, wouldn't this be the new thing? Like when you go to spas now, when you go to like
Meditation.
any meditation, they're gonna
Sound
use,
Bowl,
Nah, this was smart.
He's thinking bigger.
Yeah.
all of Asia,
Yeah.
Chestnut check.
all the spa massage.
Like, do they play stuff in like yoga classes? Yeah,
Bro.
Everything. Pilates.
I almost fell asleep on the way over here. Boy,
It's
man, who's driving this?
Smart man.
No, that's good. That was good.
He's a smart
And if we hit 30,000 viewers, somebody is getting one of Gil's signed jerseys from his secret stash.
Wow.
You see the wall. He got a whole secret stash of jerseys we ain't never seen before, but from NBA superstars. No 80s jerseys. You ain't got no 80s jerseys. you got
He got
80s?
what?
You got some Bad Boys
He ain't
pieces?
got no 80s. He got no
Oh
old
yeah, I be
school.
giving them shits away. 80s? Oh man.
I'm gonna get you a Vinnie Johnson microwave.
Bird had that.
Bird? You gave away the bird?
Okay, no, to be honest, this is my rule of thumb. When I was playing, I collected 500 jerseys.
Wow.
So I had Will Chamberlain signed 100. So and then I realized when I put them on a wall, when I look at them, it gives me nothing, right? Like I can't relate to it.
Right.
So when I look at, when I'm retired, obviously, 50, 60. When you look at something, the memory of we played against, I remember he hit that big shot.
Okay,
right, so that's the reason that, like some of my jerseys I just gave away because like the Dr. J's and all that, they're great, but
There's no memory.
there's no memory of it.
Did you say you had a signed Wilt Chamberlain jersey?
Yeah, we'll trade him to 100.
With him holding us like the 100
Yep,
something?
it had the what's the name and everything.
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie, man. I threw a lot of my shits away.
Yeah.
Just because I just stopped fucking with niggas. I just didn't want to see. I just didn't want to see them. I was just like, man, what do I got this for? Man, get this rid of. I didn't even give them away. That's why I feel so bad now.
Yeah,
Like,
man.
I kept my Kobe. I kept my Gilbert. I kept LeBron's. Those are the 3 major NBA niggas that I kept. Everybody else.
Gotta go.
I just, it's like when I just like when I look, it just like especially like KG and AI. Those are the hardest 2. That's why I got them together. They're the hardest 2 jerseys. It took me until I made the All-Star game so it took me, damn near 6-7 years before,
That's dope.
they would sign it.
I love those Sixers jerseys.
Yeah, that shit is epic.
But when we hit 30,000, somebody's getting a signed jersey. So we'll be announcing the winners throughout the show. To enter, click the link pinned to the top of the chat right now. Put your information in there. We'll start announcing winners. Give yourself an opportunity. Help us help you. It's Thanksgiving. We're doing a Thanksgiving giveaway for the people. And as a reminder, we are doing the first annual Gills Arena Shootout coming this January, but we having our prelims. So all you got to do.
It's 16 people. We're going to do 16.
All right,
And the prelims? We're doing a preliminary?
We letting at-large bidders come in. We're doing a special tryout. All you got to do is go to the Gills Arena Discord page to enter, and we're going to select, how many fans? It's more than 2 now, right? 2 fans from the Discord page.
I don't know.
Okay.
2, I think 2, just 2 regular fans from the Discord page.
2 average Joes. Hit the Discord page. That'll be up in a second. And the tryout will be December 16th at the District Court in Chatsworth, where our top 16 finishers will qualify for the Gills Arena Shootout on January 20th, 2024.
We get to go watch. Can we go watch that? The prelims?
Yeah.
Are you going?
Yes.
Oh, okay, I'll go too.
So we got our
Ken.
2 fan winners, our 16 trial
We'll
winners.
be there.
We got our Gills Arena crew. It's a lot of, y'all three being in the Mr. B.
So far, they said 120-something people
Wow.
have signed up this year.
Really? Trying to take the crown, huh?
Uh-huh.
It's
Everybody after the crown.
winner take all.
Everybody after the
So
crown.
I got to go suit up. Huh? I ain't put the Iron Man suit on in a while, man. I got to let me put this motherfucker on, man. Let me put my battery pack in. Y'all niggas want me to go warm up.
Winner take all, grand prize, $100,000. You heard that right. Underdog Fantasy is dipping into the stash. $100,000 to the winner of the competition. It's going to be exciting. We all going to be there. Everybody on this couch except me will be participating. I'll be holding
Haters,
it down.
trolls, hey man, listen, this is like the
Welcome,
American
welcome.
Idol of basketball, of shooting. So, we know how American Idol starts off.
Yeah. So be on the lookout.
Bullshit.
Hilarious.
The hilarious. So, hey.
Pro jumper.
What are you here for? What are you gonna do for us today?
Yeah, come on, have fun.
But it should be fun. Like I said, $100,000 to the winner. So go ahead and sign up on the Discord page or pull up to the district December 16th. Ooh, this is going to be exciting.
December 16th is the trials, right?
Yeah, tryouts. So 16 people will move on to face our crew. We also got 2 creators, Jenna Bandy
That's
and
right
Jester.
around the corner.
It's coming.
Yeah, that's not for us though. But we're gonna have food trucks out there. We're gonna have entertainment, and
Party.
Made some work. Lower tier.
bruh.
Lower tier work.
Hey, that's a good idea. That's a good. I'm going to just take
Y'all
my
not ready
roll
for the
today.
Gills Arena work off, but that's
Hey, no, we working
That's down the road. That's
I'm
down
starting
the road.
the podcast.
Okay, so-
when I get back, and we're going to have that in line. It's calendar,
A work
magazine. It's going to be a whole
men and women. There's men work, there's
session.
women work.
A work session.
Work session.
Yeah.
Workshops.
the
Workshop.
prelims.
Workshops.
Workshops, yeah.
That's what you should call it.
Prelims won't be live.
That's the name of the podcast.
Prelims won't be live. That'll be pre-recorded.
Yeah.
January 20th will be a live event.
Live. Y'all pull up. Make sure y'all support the movement. $100,000. If that'll get you excited, I don't know what will.
Man.
But let's get into the show. We got to talk about some stuff going on women's side in college basketball.
Listen, to be honest, y'all, I'm so greedy. Like I want that 100,000.
You.
Like I want it. Like I don't give a fuck what y'all talking about. I mean, like,
I want that.
I know it says Gills and Reese, but goddamn it, I want it. But
I see how serious you are when we bring it up. You don't really be.
Like,
you just be like.
Nah, Gil, you
You'll be quiet as
you
fuck.
low-key be traveling if you win your own shootout.
Like I know, like you like for me not to take it serious, they're gonna just say like, Gil, you can't participate. Like it's gonna be one of those like, Gil, you can't participate because your name is on it. I'm one of the dudes that like, I want to win it every single year, just so people can be like, it must be rigged.
Yeah, it's like Drake's basketball league.
My shot is so rigged. This arm is so rigged. I mean, it's come from the gods themselves.
Look, when Tim sent the shit to me, I was like, Gilbert is already ready to go with this. He's ready to go. He can't wait to. He's not gonna let anyone. First of all, competitors don't want to lose. Period. And he ultimate competitor. So I know as soon as they say that shit.
There's a very good chance you win.
Who win? Who win?
He gonna be like the mayor on The Wire.
No.
I went to the doctor, had him check it, make sure everything, all the muscles is right, everything.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You told him it was malfunctioning. You was like, man, about a couple months ago, this motherfucker wouldn't try to turn this motherfucker on. It wouldn't
I'm
turn
telling
on.
the fans right now, look, if they tell me I can't participate, I'm putting my arm on eBay. Right? I'm putting it on eBay for the highest bidder. All right? You can borrow the arm for the contest, guarantee win.
So if you not competing, who winning? Who you putting your faith in?
Wait, are you gonna be in it?
I said if you not competing, that means that leaves me and the rest of them.
Me. Pick me.
The rest of them.
They got names. Like, I ain't got no name.
And I ain't warmed up yet. You feel me? Huh? Lexi's down. Hey, Lexi gonna be down bad. She's gonna be feeling bad. I'm gonna have her feeling bad. I'm gonna have her feeling bad. She's gonna change the ball again. Change the ball. It ain't the ball I want. Change the ball again.
I don't say that. Y'all be saying that. The men. The men be wanting to change the basketball.
Yeah.
I never say that.
Because the ball is smaller and the rim is bigger. You can throw it right in there.
Well, my hands are smaller too.
All right, well, let's get into some actual basketball discourse on this lovely show, Gills Arena, presented by Underdog Fantasy. So we got to talk a little bit about Angel Reese. Been a big trending story that we've all been monitoring, trying to figure out what the fuck is going on. So Angel Reese missed her second straight game as number 7 LSU smacked Texas Southern on Monday night. In her last appearance, the 2023 NCAA tournament's most outstanding player was benched for the second half against Kent State in what Kim Mulkey called a coach's decision.
Angel was not in uniform tonight.
Really?
Angel is a part of this basketball team, and Angel will be back sooner than later.
So is she practicing now?
I'm giving you an answer, Glenn.
Okay.
Okay.
She sounds like the mom from The Blind Side. Michael, Angel, can you?
Oh my
Angel, would
gosh,
you like to play in the game? Because no,
We need you.
okay, Angel.
Such a weird situation.
Angel, do
You
you
could tell
have a
she didn't
bed?
want to. She didn't want
I
to
mean,
ask
I
the
can
shit.
understand whatever is going on. You do want to protect your players, so you don't want to put their business out. So I do understand that. But she has to provide some type of clarity on the situation because the things I've seen online, as far as like the speculation, has been like outrageous.
Yeah.
And she's still a kid. Like,
Yeah.
this is a young lady, 21 years old, and people are just tearing her down on the internet, and like that's not okay. And for her to, and for Kim to be like, I'm protecting my players, you're not, because she's like getting like her character is being like completely assassinated online, and that's your response is she'll be back sooner than, like, what does that even? I don't even know what that means. Like
Sooner than later, like.
And it's like and it's sad because their schedule is so horrible.
Yeah.
No, it don't matter.
It doesn't really matter.
You think that's why they're?
Yeah, like if they had a top 25 schedule like coming up, then I think Angel would be on the court right now, but they're playing like the worst teams in America right now. So
to your point, there's been some speculation. Nobody really knows. There was a situation, I believe, with Flau'jae's mom and Angel's mom going at each other. Flau'jae's mom basically alluded to the fact that it was grade related and that the mom had grammar issues and the daughter couldn't get over a 2.0 GPA.
Yeah, moms. Like this is because of the moms. Like the moms brought it to the forefront.
Yeah.
So it's like
It can't be speculation anymore, though. because the cat's out the bag now.
No, but
Not really. Like, so we know what's going on, but we're not going to say because that's not how we are.
we don't do that.
We don't do that. Like,
We are black media.
and these black people.
Protect them.
But if we were black media, we would have been spilled this shit.
If we was like real black media, yeah, we want our clicks. We want our clicks and views.
We heard.
We heard.
We know what's going on.
We know.
But Angel actually posted a tweet recently addressing the situation. She said, "Please don't believe everything you read."
And the quote tweets were insane. Like,
Yeah.
You got other players quoting, and did you see that?
like
ex-player-
former players.
ooh.
Yeah, they need to. Y'all are
Let
not
it go.
Y'all
Y'all
not
go.
there no more.
Yeah,
Like,
let it go.
this ain't your fight no more, babes.
Some beef lingers. I don't know.
Right.
But again, I'm like, it was the beef with them or was the beef with the coach? Like, it just added more confusion. And again, I can't reiterate this enough. These are kids.
Yeah.
Like, yes, they're making money. Yes, they're in commercials, but they're still kids. So.
I mean, do you think any of the issue stems from, I mean, we've seen Angel all over everywhere. She got the Reebok deal. She's getting a big bag, probably close to what Kim Mulkey's making. So when you can call your coach a broke girl, like, I'm just saying, it messes up the dynamic a little bit.
Oh, no, for sure. And that's something that, like, I knew was about to happen.
Yeah.
But again, Angel's situation is very unique. There's not very many women's basketball players making that type of money. So I don't think it's going to become a huge issue. It could if they don't get it under control.
Let's imagine this. Shedeur Sanders playing for another coach. How would that play out? Knowing that he's flamboyant with his, celebrations and all that, and you losing and you're shining. Like, I think the Angel Reese situation is similar. You know, if she had her dad or her mom coaching, it wouldn't be a big deal.
Yeah.
But the fact that she's able to floss the NIL bag to everybody, and then it becomes some kind of jealous thing. So we don't know what's really happening, but we know things that can be used to distract us from the real shit, and that's the grades.
The thing about NIL is, like, the most talented and good players are not necessarily making the most money.
Right.
So you put them out on their field, on the court, and you have someone who probably is a little bit better than them. Now they're extra coming at you because you are making all this money.
Yep.
And that's happened with Shedeur, it's happened with Caleb Williams, and then it happened with her in their first game in Colorado. So, there got to be a balance.
And we talk about the grades, but it's Thanksgiving. I don't think report cards will come out, and I don't look at LSU as this rigorous
High academic place.
And it's a new day. You got an NIL bag. People take those classes for me. If the goal to school is to learn how to make money, I think Andrew Reese has already got straight A's in that.
Yeah.
Like,
I just don't like how people are, like, acting like it's impossible to remain in good academic standing. Like, that was a dialogue I didn't like. Like, I had straight A's all through college and was the best player.
Nerd.
At Duke?
What happened? No, what happened?
At Duke?
That's fine, I'll be a nerd. It's possible. It just takes time planning, and you have to, like, reorganize some of, like, your social stuff. But, like, that, like, I wasn't necessarily, like, throwing a shot at that situation because I knew it wasn't her grades, but people talking about female athletes and black athletes not being able to do school and play was, like, kind of annoying me. Because
And there's
you
usually
absolutely
people who
can't.
didn't have no sports.
Right.
So they get to
And
sit.
y'all barely was getting through
Yeah,
school,
y'all
and
don't
wasn't
have
in sports.
4.0s and y'all don't have nothing distracting you. You just do your work, go home, right? You're out of school. Like, the athlete has to train.
Yep.
Team practice or train by himself. So most athletes get home at 9:30, right? So during finals, the athlete is the most stressed.
100%.
Missing class,
Because you got to miss,
traveling.
traveling, miss it, and still got to get the same grades you get while you're sitting at home taking Adderall.
Yeah.
We can't take Adderall because we got drug testing. So you get to take Adderall and cram all night. Like,
it gets out your system quick, I'll just say that.
Get the
You just have to know how to maneuver a shake.
Yeah, I mean, at the
how
end
to
of the
drink
day,
vinegar
just-
water.
Cranberry juice, nice, and there's things you can do. Not saying I did them, but
Hey, UCLA, so they known for all of that stuff.
As hoopers,
we had
though,
the shake too, if y'all knew about that back in the early 2000s.
the one thing as hoopers, we always tried to balance that workout, practice, and then study hall.
Yeah.
That's the difference. It's like we're sleepy as fuck.
All day.
After fucking,
All day
like,
long.
we get up for that early morning class and we try to hit that lunch class and then we got practice and we got weights. Then we got study hall. Like, my study hall, we're like, man, if you don't get this work away from me and leave me alone so I can go to sleep. So I understand, like, that side of it for the athlete that they're trying to figure it out. But I think for LSU and Angel, it's the parenting side of who's getting more money. Like, if what's her name?
Flau'jae.
Flau'jae. If she's not getting the money, then like Angel's getting, like,
But she shouldn't.
Exactly.
But she's second.
But think about it. If they're sharing information about what's going on with the team and who might not be qualified to play because of, then it gets out in the public that you got a 2.0.
It's just real messy.
It's
and
real messy.
I don't like that for us.
Yeah, it's bad.
It's just messy, and Kim is not making it any better.
Y'all did study hall too?
Yo, you ain't do study hall?
You could have your grades were high enough, you didn't have to go.
What you mean? Grades are high enough you didn't have to go?
Yeah, what am I going to study hall for? I don't need it.
Shit, that shit was mandatory from...
It was mandatory your freshman year. Your freshman year was mandatory, and then if you got good enough grades, then you didn't. It wasn't
I
mandatory
studied
anymore.
sports.
6 to 8.
I studied sports, and then if school was left over, then I'll go to that.
Or
Which usually it was never that.
I had to log in, so I would go upstairs, log in, and go downstairs to the locker room. I would do my work downstairs, or take a nap.
Nap time.
We had an academic center that we had to go
we
check
did. We just had to log in, and
I had
then
the basketball
I would
center.
leave.
Yeah, we had that too. But
I had 21 credits of basketball.
We did too. We just had to go to
I'm
class
glad,
too.
I'm glad your life worked out the way it
0.3
did.
and 0.4. I was at a 0.3 and then a 0.2.
Damn, you actually...
I used a free scholarship to improve my skill work.
No, we don't.
It worked out.
I'm sorry, I was not there for the educational purposes.
Oh, look, a lot of us were there for what you were there for, but we were just put in different programs where we had to follow the steps, the
I
protocol.
liked school.
Me too. But I realized, like, okay, a doctor makes this, and then the NBA makes.
Yeah. I mean, I
Let me
just
shoot for this
like
one.
to learn. So like when you're able to pick your classes, I like after your freshman year when you have to take science, whatever, like that. I hated those classes. But once you started getting into your major, like that's when I kind of enjoyed school a little bit more.
Yeah.
But you were gone by then.
I was out of there.
Yeah.
Listen, school is not for fools. Go to class. Don't do what I did.
Yo, stop it.
Go to class. Don't do what we did, goddamn. Go to class.
to class.
Don't enter the draft. Don't enter the draft
Go to
early and get
class.
millions, and then
Do your homework.
They rigged.
All your classes are online now anyway.
They rigged the whole
There's
shit for
really no
us.
excuse at this point. Everything's online.
Like that's why I didn't understand, and I was one against college players getting paid. Like I wasn't for it because of this. Your scholarship is free, right? Your scholarship is free with a handicap onto your grades, right? So you don't need the same grades as everyone else. So you're getting a discounted rate on grades, plus you're getting free education, plus when you're done, for the person who got a degree, I still have an advantage over this person because I'm famous.
Yeah.
Right? So if you went to school and you became a doctor or whatever and you opened up I'm the first person you're gonna go to because for 4 years you cheered me on. So I'm gonna get the job way before you, right? I'm the celebrity of the school. I'm the celebrity of the city. So I have an advantage anyway without the education. So like if I go back to Arizona and say, hey, I'm looking to do this, everyone will be like, oh, Gilbert Arenas, hey, give me this. They don't care about
your credentials.
Your credentials. My name was my credentials. So it's like the athlete has a bigger advantage anyway. So paying them, and the guys you're trying to pay, they're not even in the NBA. I mean, they're not even in college anymore.
Right.
Like, so they make the argument for like Kevin Durant and this and this and this. One, Zion, he was rented. For the 6 months, it's like, hey, you want to come here? This is what we're going to give you to come here. You come here, 6 months, you're gone. So, he needs to get paid off his name. Well, he technically did.
He did.
He did. His mom got,
It wasn't legal or allowed.
Yeah, it wasn't allowed, but
happened.
you
It happened for
got it
years.
good and then you bounce. The NIL is more for players who are going to be there 3, 4 years.
So when you said that
that's why it's beneficial for women.
Yeah.
like when you say you were pissed about the scenario, right? That's the same scenario I fought for when it came down to when you're gonna pay these kids, right? And you're gonna do it through name, image, and likeness. Don't pay them direct, one. You make it a sports and performance-based incentive for where now they have to perform on the court for the coach. The coach then becomes a teacher, which he's not. He's a coach. He's not on salary for teaching, right? So you force the coach to become a teacher that now every midterm, the athletes have to come to the semester and they have to accomplish or surpass results given.
Like on court?
Like your pre-test. Yes, you're on court. Like if this is our class,
So
like
that's
you say you got
pro.
21
Treating them
credits,
like
right?
pros, though.
Right. So you got 21 credits as an athlete to come to this university. So when you start, we take all of your credentials. So your vertical leap, how much you bench, the speed, all of those things, right? So now midterm comes, if you haven't gotten better, you don't get paid
They
back
tax
in
your
that.
bread.
All right. So now, based on everybody who submitted for the NIL, name, image, likeness is going to be now based on your performance. You
But
come
then
in.
that goes against name, image, likeness.
But yeah.
No, because it's pumped into the actual the athletic department. So
But this is outside of the school. You're making it part of the school.
no, that's what I'm saying. So it's making the actual coach accountable for the player's performance and the production and the development, right? So the NIL coming in and you're going to give guys money for their name, image, likeness. They're only going to get that by playing in the game. They're going to get visibility and exposure. The players.
But what I'm saying is you're making it about the school. This is the name
about
and
the
image
person.
is outside of the school.
Yeah.
I know, but they're only going to show their development as products to push to the advertisers, to push their name, image, and likeness value up is going to be done within the team. You're not going to get anything outside of that. So if you perform,
But no, that's what the NIL is outside of the team. So
It's
I
both.
don't need you as the coach to do anything. I can go sell myself.
but you need to play.
I don't need to.
You do.
I don't need to.
You have to.
No, that's what you will
It's too
hope.
late for that now.
No, that's what I'm saying. You will hope. So like, I don't have to worry about the coach saying, "All right, I don't like your attitude. I'm gonna
Yeah.
bench you."
I'm gonna bench you.
I don't-
Because it wouldn't be based on that. It would be based on performance, not.
What performance if I'm not playing?
So
You're purposely fucking my bag up when I can just go to this guy and say, "Hey, I play for this team.
I
This is
have
my
this
personality. Boom, boom, boom. I have this
followers."
following. Boom, boom, boom."
Yeah, but-
Now I can get this bag just because
But what are you here for?
to play.
Yes.
So
You're
now-
here to
That's the
play.
issue with NIL though.
Here to
But
play.
it's like we're past that now. Like I
So now-
completely
so
agree
now
with you. It should
only-
be performance based, like
Performance based.
the pros.
Yes.
But they're not pros. They're amateurs. So you start doing it performance based. Now coaches can bench you.
Yeah.
Based
Coaches
on your
can-
performance.
they
I can bench you just because I don't like you.
No, not that. It can't be that anymore. They did that was the old model. The old model is I don't have to have a reason not to play you. Now, sports performance wise, if I'm playing well, you have to play me.
Why?
Because I'm playing well.
What does that mean?
You're
playing well
our
outside of
production
ourselves.
is up.
No, it makes everybody selfish. If I'm getting, it becomes the NBA.
Yep.
If I
It's
know
pro.
I'm getting a bigger bag than you because I score more, when we're on a fast break, I'm not passing you the ball.
The production that I'm talking about is not not necessarily individualized more than it is around the team concept of developing the players. So, like I said, benching. If you come in and you're running faster, jumping higher, and you're stronger, then this is production of development that you now get credit for.
But what does that got to do with if I'm 7'11"?
Some of the best athletes are not very skilled or good.
Yeah, if I'm 7'11", why do I give a fuck about how much you can bench?
If you're what?
7'11", and you're trying to get a scholarship.
What you mean,
I mean,
7'11"?
7'11",
Height.
in and out. All these guys that's trying to push the product. Why do I care about what you can
I
do?
thought you meant like you're tall. I thought you
Oh,
meant if I'm 7 feet tall, why do I
I'm talking
care
about
about
the people who are
benching?
giving out like like Adidas or why do I care about if you can run faster?
If you don't sell my
It's
product.
I need you to sell my product.
So
Personalities sell products.
what I'm saying is the payment from the NIL that the problem is every college is having is payouts, the system and the payouts and why we're paying these kids all this money. If you're going to pay them in increments in a way where they can get incentivized for receiving the bread will be
So you
different than
want
just
the brands to go directly to the school instead of to the players individually.
It creates an incentive
Which
for performance.
Every state is different though, because the USC athletic director said that they can't really get involved in brand deals in California, but I think they've said maybe like Utah or something, they can. So I'm sure like that's come up, but every state.
No, there's two things that's going on. You have the school. So what the school is doing,
They're collectives.
they're collecting NILs for the team.
Yep.
So what they do is like, oh, they're going to go to this mom and pops. Okay, let's say Lexus.
Yep.
Right, Lexus, give us 300,000, right, and we'll have our whole team come here, and then do this Lexus branding, and then we're going to divide it equally between the team, because 14, 13, 12, 10, all those girls, they're not going to get NIL deals. Who's paying them? So what ends up happening is the star player doesn't need Lexus anymore. Right? I don't need Lexus. I can go get my own deal from my own name and my own likeness. So the star player has their own NIL. The school themselves do NIL for the rest of the players, so they can feel important.
That's why I was explaining that side of it.
Oh, that side.
That's the side I'm talking about.
Only the big schools.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like
My sister's at William & Mary right now. None of them are making NIL.
Of course.
But she can't do anything. Like she can't go internship. She can't go work here. She can't do anything. She's a prisoner at the university because the coaches want her on campus the whole entire year, damn near. So it's players like that that I'm sad for, and I'm watching it happen to my sister right now. Like, she is getting no benefit from NIL, working like 24/7, 365 at the university. She's gonna leave school with no money, with an amazing degree, but no work experience, no internships, no nothing, because they're only catering to the NIL kids.
But that's the model.
They
That's
can
been
do
the
whatever
model.
they want.
That's been our model. That's been our model.
The game is the game, but let's
but like Angel Reese don't have nothing from the school. She don't have no NILs from LSU themselves.
No.
She don't need LSU.
Thing is hers, yeah.
But that was what I was saying as far as that structure for the team, bringing all the deals for the team, and in order to
But then
disperse that
divided,
money,
performance-based.
right?
But they do that anyway. But those are like 2,000-3,000.
I mean, it is something, right?
It's the Wild Wild West.
Let's keep this thing moving. Talk about NBA action. In-season tournament is back tonight, which means teams will be playing on those colorful-ass courts that we've seen all over the league. But several players have complained that some of them courts are janky and slippery, including Luka Doncic, Tyrese Halliburton, and Celtic star Jaylen Brown.
That was a slip. I think I might have strained my groin a little bit. We'll see how it feels, but the court was just slippery, you know, all game. And, you know, I think we all, as players, we all here for the in-season tournament because, you know, it's going to generate, you know, revenue, excitement, competition, etc. But we got to make sure the floor is, you know, safe to play on. We can't put our players out there and risk their health. So tonight, I thought the floor was kind of unacceptable. I think guys was just slipping all over the place, not just me. And the one we played in Boston was fine. Like, I thought it was good. No, I think tonight it was just slippery. We've only played on 2. You know, I don't know. I've heard some of the other guys mention that they were slipping around on other teams in different places in the league. So I think they need to make sure that that's an emphasis before somebody gets seriously hurt.
So is the league valuing viewership over player safety with these flashy-ass in-season tournament courts?
I mean, what's wrong with the court? Like, what part of it is slippery?
The
lane,
color part.
huh?
The color part, yeah.
Right. Okay. So
I mean, so you got these whole colorful-ass courts. Lucas said there was a bunch of dead spots on courts that he's played on. Several guys have complained about
but
it
that's
being too
NBA. I
slippery.
mean,
is that a normal situation you deal with on regular courts?
Okay. So
is it the same court? Is it just what's the difference between the courts?
Same company. That's what I
They
said.
have all that paint on it,
But that's what I'm
though.
saying. It has to.
Like
you
the
have-
paint that's usually just in the lane is on the whole court, right? That makes it
That's
colorful.
what I'm saying. It's like, is it the paint that's slippery? Is it your shoes slippery versus the?
Or did they not clean
Is
it
it
well?
dusty? Is the ice under there making it wet? Like, people don't realize that too. Like, this when NBA courts are slippery, it's because of this. You got the hockey arenas in there, right? And then you have like let's say there's a hockey game tomorrow, that ice is going to be under there. Now, what happens when you have the ice under and the heat on? It starts melting, right? So it kind of gets moisty under on the wood, so you slip from that.
Yep.
Right, so there's a lot of factors in. That's why I said, like, where did you slip? So you can, all right, it's this part. Like, if your shoes, like if you have plastic on your shoes, the plastic part that goes with the line, you'll slip on that.
Yep.
Right, there's a lot of factors. There's dead floors. Like, if you've seen LeBron, right, on the regular floor, he's checking the dead spots.
Yep. But there was a video of him before Lakers in-season tournament game, checking every spot on the court, checking the squeaks.
That's what the fucking professionals do.
Is that what you used to do before?
Yes. You go and you check.
That's fine.
You go there and you sit there, do this all the way everywhere you go and dribble the ball.
Yeah, where you
right,
gonna
in the
dribble,
lane,
yeah.
so you can understand the floor. That's what makes the greats versus everybody else. You're trying to figure out what is what. Because it's wood, it's being placed together, so obviously it's not gonna be as solid as you would hope. These floors get lifted off, put back on, right? So you gotta think that a dead floor right here today might be somewhere else next game, and somewhere else the following game, because it's being wood and
You think about all of the different courts, though. If this is a new court that ain't been broken in yet, and they trying to break in this court, it's gonna be slippery. It's like new shoes.
Yep.
You got new shoes, you try to get on that new court, it's either gonna stick. You like, damn, you stick so good.
stick too good.
Stick too good, right?
Hey, put the sticky shit on. You remember that?
You can feel it. You can feel the shit sticking off from the bottom of your foot, or it's gonna be super slippery. I think that they just trying to break in these new courts, and they got that new paint, like she said. They got the new paint on there, and then once it gets wet, I think that's what it is.
Wet
Yeah.
too. Like,
A new court that gets wet, oh, that motherfucker.
'Cause it's
you
like
all over the place.
but that's what I'm saying. It's like with NBA, man, we're so privileged and right. We're so picky about we're so picky about the littlest things. That's different. Like back when they brought the ball, right? The reason no one liked the ball wasn't because the ball
'cause it was
cut my hands and all that silly shit. It was because the people who had the records in the NBA did not have this advantage. So the Kobe's and the Steve Nash, they're like, we don't want an advantage. You're giving us an advantage that the other players who set these records didn't have, and now we're gonna have these question marks around our legacy because of the new ball. So it was like, fuck that. Oh, it's cutting my hands, it's this and that. You just made up excuses to get rid of it.
Yeah.
Right, a bunch of what was going to happen is a bunch of players are going to complain.
Oh yeah.
And they're going to be like, all right, just have your in-season tournament on your own court.
Or just put the decal, just put the
Or
little
just
trophy
don't
decal.
get the whole court covered in paint.
Right. Just do the
Just
half
the
court.
in-season stuff.
So speaking of courts, Gil, what's the worst court that you played on when you were in the league or in college?
The worst court? They,
Like, is this one with the ice underneath them? Are those different than playing?
I mean, the ones with ice are the worst courts. The ones that
And 'cause it's cold
the
as
hockey,
hell
the
in
ones that
there.
have the hockey arenas under.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right, because
Wisconsin.
it's colder. So somebody like Phoenix Suns, it's Phoenix, but it's the coldest arena.
Yeah.
Because think about it, it's ice under there. So what happens is it's so hot outside that they keep the air conditioner on. So the arena itself is fucking cold, right? So, that's one arena that's just a cold arena itself. But for floors,
all pretty consistent.
Yeah, they're
all
pretty good.
yeah,
For sure.
Orlando probably was mine. Orlando Magic Amway. It's just old.
The court is old?
Yeah, and even the Celtics court was kind of that what did you call it? The parquet?
Parquet, yeah.
Parquet floor. That shit just feels old. There's only two gyms that was just like when you walk in, you can hear the wood when you bounce them.
Yeah. Well, I played at NC State in college before they redid their arena.
Yeah.
Very
NC
old.
State, very old.
Very, very old. Yeah, gross.
I'll say which had the best Stanford back in the day when they had the springs.
Hey, I was bouncing. Hey, but if you caught that bounce on the wrong,
Dead spot?
no, because it had like this. It's like that rubberish. It had like a rubberish spring to it. So if you jumped, you jumped. But imagine like you running down and then you catch the
Like on a trampoline. Yeah.
Oh, I hate that shit. We never called Stanford at Stanford, but I heard
You
good
never caught
things.
Stanford at Stanford? Yeah.
Heard
What
good
was
things
the
about
UNC
that
court
shit.
like?
It was good. We had a lot of space, bro.
Wow.
And it was real clean. court was always clean.
Always
So
clean.
we always had that. That's all you heard. Was,
Well, good.
that's just like, and the popcorn. Once you hear popcorn popping,
As I said, it's shoes, everything, because like we had the sticky mats for a reason.
Yep.
Right? You had to, hey, Steve Nash always licked it for a reason. There's a reason. You know,
That's so nasty.
Absolutely
That's
disgusting.
just so nasty.
So gross.
It's a but
Steve,
It's nasty.
what's so funny is,
Steve, don't shake my hand after you
but
lick
it's a
your fucking
habit.
finger.
It's just a habit that it's a habit.
What does that do?
It
Who knows?
signifies his friendships with people.
God.
No, it just
Every time I see someone put their hands in their mouth in the middle of a game,
because you're not
even with the mouth
I
guard,
use my
I'm
sweat.
like, yeah.
I never did
You're
that.
not
I
thinking
always use my sweat. I ain't
You're not
never.
thinking about but that's what I'm
Disgusting.
saying. You're never thinking about the germs of it. Nothing. You're just out there hooping. And
Cold sore.
It's just
Steve Nash, cold sore. That's why you had them cold sores,
Yeah.
It's just
nigga.
behavior.
Every time I
Stop
see Steph
flicking.
take his little thing out, and I'm like,
It's
ugh.
that's what I'm saying. It's like it's just behavior. You're playing, bouncing, shaking hands, snot, dirt, taking mouthpiece out, cuss at the ref with all of the
All your
all the
spit all
slobbers,
over.
all the
Ugh.
Get your mouth back in. You
And then wipe your shoes right after that.
you don't even think about none of it. You just out there hooping,
So
yo.
nasty. That is so nasty.
And then we sit here with COVID. Put the mask on. Get away from me.
But put the mask on the bench.
Hey, let's not. We're gonna talk about
Dump
Put a hand
shit.
sanitizer at.
This is the nastiest people on earth.
But
Man,
put your
bro.
mask on the
Put
bench.
your mask on the
I
bench.
can't.
We're gonna talk
breathe.
about something else nasty in the league right now: the officiating.
Man,
What a
man.
transition.
Segway Joe. Segway Joe.
Refs have been particularly emotional and sensitive this season. The latest example came Monday night when this happened to two-time MVP Nikola Jokic.
I like the way Bagley and earlier Jaden Ivey going at Jokic, going at him, challenging him.
No, Joker. Stop begging for it, man.
Jokic had the basketball.
Begging for it.
He's hot. You better be careful. Oh boy. This. Technical and bye-bye. This is a foul. I don't think it's a tech, or is it a tech?
That's his second.
He put the mouthpiece right back in.
In the words of Luther Vandross, it's over now.
Let me tell you this. These fans did not come here to see Curtis Blair, Trey Maddox, or Andy Nagy, whoever they are.
So Joker's ejection came shortly after Nuggets head coach Mike Malone was also ejected earlier in the game. But come on, second quarter.
Fixes in.
Yeah, so let's thoughts on Jokic getting ejected in the first half of the Nuggets Pistons game. Good. Did he deserve it?
No. What does he deserve to get kicked out?
What is like the ways to get ejected, or is it just completely at the ref's discretion?
It's like police. That's why I call them police.
Like there should be like a list of things that
Guarantee ejection. Yeah.
you get your feelings hurt. You can't eject these guys.
Yeah, and that's what it is. Because I'm hurting your feelings. That's what and I know it sounds bad, but they remind me of cops. You have the power. You're supposed to have the discipline, right? You're supposed to have all the training that you go through, and the responsibility is on us to behave in a manner, right? So, and someone should ask Adam Silver this. If I'm a player, I'm playing a game that's emotional. I'm acting in real time, real human emotions. And when I don't control my emotions, a ref can give me a technical, which means whatever I said to him irritated him so bad that he didn't control his emotions, and he gave me a tech. So my emotions led to him being emotional, but he gets to give me a tech for it, and that's fine. How?
Not fine. It's not fine.
He's supposed to be the most cool and collected motherfucker on here because there's nothing for him. He doesn't leave here with a win or loss. Whatever he does, 6,000, 3,000, whatever he makes, he gets it no matter fucking what. No one's just, how many What's the ref's record?
Right.
What's Billy's record? What is 0-0 his whole career? 0-0. There's no win or loss. You just look at the game. Fuck you, ref. Fuck you, ref. That's why you missed a shot. That's why you missed a shot. That's why you got subbed out. like, what is the emotion? Why?
Right.
What are you?
What do you gain from throwing these people out?
Tech.
Yeah.
You call me what? Tech. Like, this is the most fucking emotional dudes in the game.
Think about it. What'd you say though? Emotion. Remember when Violet came in to the league?
Mm-hmm.
Everyone seemed to try to change the way we talk to refs because they implemented her. I don't know if you know about Violet. Violet was a female referee in the NBA, and she had a lot of respect because she was really good. She had respect for the players, but it was certain things we had to watch how we said and what we said,
'cause she's on.
not to her, just in the vicinity,
Yeah.
right? And she could emotionally react if she wanted to.
If she wanted to.
Then there was Billy. You remember Billy the ref? Light skin, I think he is still with the mustache. I think he came out.
Yeah, we know Billy.
I think he came out of the closet, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
And
Nothing
before
to do
that,
with reffing skills.
Is that
we didn't know
relevant?
nothing. We didn't know nothing about Billy and all the shit he was doing, but we knew that he had a sassy ass way of reffing. Right? It was really like emotional, and he wouldn't talk to you after a tech, and he would. Then it came out. It was like, oh, he went ham on a bunch of motherfuckers after he came out and did what the fuck he wanted to. He was being real emotional about get back. I'm gonna get you back.
And that's the thing. Like let's say somebody like Violet, right? Violet, the reason she was respected by the athletes as a whole, right, is because she understood human behavior. She understood men basketball. She knew which words are gonna be said to her, around her. Like, she knows, like, these players are gonna talk to each other, how they're gonna talk to each other. Right. I can't be offended how they talk to each other. I can't be offended what they say to me.
Yeah.
Because I know if they're gonna say it to him, the same words, obviously they're gonna say it to me, right? I already know that. I'm not gonna be offended by it to sit there and give these dudes text. If I'm gonna give them text for them saying the B word, there's no game.
Come on, man.
There's no game.
How many
Because every single person gonna use it.
has there been this season? How many ejections have there been this
I don't
season?
have the full number, but the thing.
It should be very hard to get ejected. Like, it happens too often now.
Because that's what I'm saying. It's I'm reacting to something. I think I got filed. I think I got this. I'm gonna react naturally.
Yes.
What is your problem for me reacting?
Like, I'm mad at you because
Don't
I feel
react
like you're
like-
not doing your job right. I'm getting yelled at my coach, by my coach, if I'm not doing my job right. So you the only one that doesn't get yelled at?
Right.
We're the only, the refs are the only ones that has no pressure in this game. Your pressure comes from what exactly?
Do they get punished?
Checks in the mail. Checks in the
they
mail.
get punished, but the problem is no one sees it, right? Which makes it more of a problem because we don't see, you see us getting fined and tech, but we don't see nothing that happens to you. Yeah, you probably won't be on these games and stuff like that, but it should be public, which if it's public, it gives the players more relief.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well,
Because what happens is, if I know you gave me 6 technicals, right? I know you penalized me. I'm less likely going to talk to you.
Yes.
Right.
Or bitch at you because I know what you're gonna do. Same thing if you're getting fined all the time. If a ref is getting penalized, like, yeah, motherfucker.
You're a badass
Right,
dog.
yeah. So like the ref knows, like, all right, this motherfucker's trying to, bait me.
Yep.
Right? There's no check and balances, and that's the only problem I hate about it. Like, it's like you need to get refs in that are ill-mannered.
Yes,
Like, I
refs
need
are
to-
real
I need to put-
assholes.
They're real assholes.
Some are.
Yeah.
They are, like, assholes. Like, they're real. Like, you can't even say, don't talk to me. What the fuck you come to work for?
Yeah.
What do you come to work for?
That pisses me the
That's
fuck
all
off.
I'm here to do is talk shit today. I woke, I got
When they do
fucking
the hand
4 Red
up
Bulls.
with the whistle, I'm like, all right.
The
And
one
I'm
where
not
they-
even
the
one of
one
those
where they're
players.
just not looking or listening
Oh,
to
and
you
you
at
can
all.
see them.
They're just like,
they're like, oh man.
hey, you try. We're trying to have a civilized conversation.
At first.
At first, we're trying to literally like, hey, talk to me. What I do wrong? Woo, woo, woo.
Yeah.
And they just, oh, that's what kind of night we having?
Yep.
That's what kind of night we having today? Okay. Okay.
Like, bro, you already know I'm on one. I got 3 Red Bulls in me. I got an ultra line. I got the baby mama mad. Coach subbing me out. He's fouling me. And now you don't even want to have a civil conversation. Well, F you, blah, blah, blah. Give me the text.
Give me the
What's
text.
Extra $500.
Punk ass motherfucker. You a punk ass.
But that's usually what happens. Like, we have these whole elements. You just coming in here,
Do your little whistle.
do your little whistle, whatever you got on the game. Just we don't care at this point. Like, just do your game. Get the fuck on.
And we're not even talking about the shit they go through at home. Shit they bring to the arena.
What, the refs?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
The refs bring
You
real
can tell
bullshit.
you can tell when sometimes you could just gotta look at a ref and you're like, oh, they're gonna be on some bullshit.
Yeah, we're gonna be on some bullshit. But that's like, here's my thing. The refs, like, you have to ask yourself, what are you, when you're going into the game reffing it, what do you think you're doing by giving technicals? What are you doing? Like, if me and you are going at it, talking shit, can't guard me. When you decide to put your nose in our business, the fuck, hey, you know what I mean? Stay out of this. All right, this motherfucker been talking shit all week.
All week.
Like, you step in once the Draymond shit happens.
Yeah. Yeah.
Before that, this is none of your business.
Chill.
Right? When you seen Clay, and that was no lead up.
No.
Right? I think that's what they're doing. Like, we're gonna stop it before it gets. Shut up, y'all.
Yeah. That's exactly what they're doing. That's exactly what they're
2 minutes of the game. How long do you think these motherfuckers been arguing? Nada. Nothing. Like, a player will warn you. A player will warn you first. Hey, ref, check him before I check him.
Exactly. That part. We'll definitely do that.
Hey,
Get him.
Hey, ref, he keeps doing a little dirty shit, and y'all ain't calling it. I'm gonna pop him one.
Come on now.
Like, the player gives you what's going on. Just call it, and that's it.
Just call a regular foul.
I dunk on you, and yeah.
Tech.
What? It's your fucking problem. Let me yell at him. He shouldn't have jumped.
And most players we really get pissed off when we feel like we're being cheated. Don't cheat me. Don't cheat me. You gotta beat me. Beat me, don't cheat me. Like, don't fucking cheat me.
Like, I dunked on him. I dunked on him because he wanted to be a shot blocker. I boom, dunked on him, 2 points. Get up. And then you give me a tick, now he gets 1 point.
For getting dunked on.
He got a point for getting fucking dunked on, bro. Stop.
So
let him work it his own way. Don't get.
Let's talk about that a little bit. And Lexi, to your question earlier, there have been 11 ejections so far this season. As you can guess, Draymond Green is tied for first.
Tied for first with Draymond Green from last year.
With Jalen Duren. But,
like that right there.
Yeah, crazy.
So we saw Giannis teed up for staring down beef stew after dunk.
Look at him. Who is he? Who is 52?
For the what?
And I'm like, why are you talking to Giannis that
We also
way?
saw Edwards get teched, teed up for doing this.
He got teed up for that?
What?
Yes. So here's my question.
Man, listen, let me tell you something. That was incredible.
So my question for you guys, should players be allowed a 5 to 10 second grace period to taunt celebrate after a big play?
10 seconds is a little long.
7.3.
Okay, first of all, the reason 10 seconds is too long is because 10 seconds the fucking shit already down in the court.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, 10 seconds, somebody else
Like,
is
this is
scoring.
not like
But you can celebrate and taunt while you're running down the court.
Okay.
But then you just scored on there. I'd say 5 seconds.
But
Maybe.
there shouldn't be no time limit.
Right, just
Like,
thing.
if you sitting here and running down the
And
court.
I go score another
and I come down to score,
It's
you
your
lose
fault.
stupid.
You're a dummy. You're a dummy.
Your coach is gonna, hey, yo,
Take him out. Take him out.
Here. He over here doing this and little that and shooting arrows. Motherfucker, his man just came down to score. You look dumb anyway. So,
But what if you can multitask, Gil? Like
Then
we
you-
saw LeBron hit Dylan Brooks with the too small as he was getting back on defense.
So
Yeah,
That's what
okay.
makes it okay to do.
Okay, but-
it's because you can get back on D while doing your animation.
But let's say I dunked and one.
It's the yelling.
Can I
that
get
be
5
making the
seconds
refs-
just to yell in
3
your face?
seconds.
you can do whatever.
If you want to yell for 5 seconds,
What I'm saying is, if you want to yell for 5 seconds, that's you. Then fuck the ref got to do with the
Real
yelling
shit.
for the 5 seconds.
But that's
Because
my point.
I'm a 5 second yeller. I'm going to yell all 5.
and then
Then after
there
5,
goes
tone
your
it down,
man.
Arenas. It's 5.
But the thing about it is, we're yelling because we did something unexpectedly.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right? I drove down the lane and came and dunked. Oh, he jumped. Boom! Oh!
Yes. Yes. And I want everybody to know. I want everybody to know. Yes, motherfuckers.
You sitting there dumb just. When they tee them up, they like
What happened?
sucks the energy.
Look, like, think about it. I just got dunked on. I'm just sitting there like,
What the fuck?
yeah, he text you. Like, don't stop me dunking on you, dummy.
And that's their get back. At least you got text.
You got a technical, yeah. One more technical, you out of the game.
Yeah. But to your point, you make a nice play, you get the 2 points. Now that other team gets rewarded with a point for their fuck up.
Like
But that's what I'm saying. Refs should not be a lot like those, like taunting. There's no such. It's part of it. It's part of taunting.
It's the culture.
I dunk on you, I score on you, I shake you up. Woo! We celebrate. All this is part of taunting. Raise the roof, sitting here doing this. When there's a timeout, and you got players doing this, raising the crowd.
Technical.
Like, yo, this is part of the game.
Yep.
This is sportsmanship. This is why people come and pay seats. They're not coming here for the referees. Right? If I'm a Wolves fan and you just dunked on a dude and you sitting there yelling, what is fans doing? Yelling at him, yeah! They're yelling with him. Like, you give the check, you done gave the whole fucking arena.
The whole arena's like, oh.
You got kids in there like,
this motherfucker. Who is he? Who's number 42?
Boo!
yeah, right. It's worse for the refs.
Definitely.
Should the NBA do something like the NFL does? Say you dunk somebody, get an N1, you can, like when the defense gets an interception, they can all run to the camera and do their shit for a good 5 to 8 seconds.
Hey. That's a part of our sneeze, though. Look, Michael Jordan, when he dunked on Pat, when he dunked on Mutombo, when he dunked on Lonzo, he used to dunk on all these motherfuckers, right?
What is this?
No.
That's part.
Sean Kemp. Hey, Sean Kemp.
Sean Kemp was the best.
Sean Kemp used to dunk on
grew up in
motherfuckers
that
all the
era.
time. You know you cold when you dunk on a motherfucker and they dap you up.
Have to dap you
That's what
up.
I said. What are you getting? That's what I said. You're getting technical for natural reaction, celebration. Like it just
Like
seems.
nothing excessive. You're not hurting anybody.
Like most of these texts are, what is it? You're yelling in their face? Then tell them, hurry up, take the fucking ball out.
Take it out. It don't matter. I'm still yelling though. I'm backpedaling.
Like what I'm saying is, okay, you dunked on me, right? And then you're yelling in my face, and then they call a tech. It don't change how I feel that I just
right.
Right? It's not like
actually worse
it's not like
because now they replay.
They get to
the dunk
replay it.
over
not
and
like you're
over.
gonna, not like your technical stop me from wanting to punch him in the face.
Straight up.
No, what it don't stop that. So like, what it do stop is the get back, right? You dunked on me, and you yelling, and I want to hurry up and go and try to silence you. It stops that now. Technical. Now, obviously, we know the TV, they're going to replay it. So this was what happened. Like, how many times did this dunk is shown on SportsCenter, the technical itself? So they're going to show the dunk over and over and over and over, all because the ref wanted to.
And should those, as long as there's no slurs involved or whatever it may be, should those type of technicals not count towards an ejection if we are going to keep them?
What does the slur got to do with it?
The slur
As
is
long as
a
there's
part
no
of
slurs,
it.
Gil.
The slur is a part of it.
It's part of it.
Fuck, nigga!
Yeah. I don't count niggas as a slur. I'm just saying. It should be
Punk ass! Bitch ass! Get your ugly ass up!
But what I'm saying is, what is the purpose of it? Like what? Like if you ask the question,
They say unsportsmanlike conduct.
cool. To who? The player who got dunked on? I mean,
Yeah.
the fans, let the fans vote on it. Since those are the people who you're paying attention to and who you think you're saving the image for, ask them if players should get technicals for celebrating on a dunk in front of somebody's face. I guarantee you it's not going to go the way you think it is.
You said it's just similar to the NFL.
It is going to be a
though.
90-10.
Similar to the NFL when you score a touchdown.
You score a touchdown, get an interception.
It's just like a
whatever
dunk.
you want,
It's just like an and one.
That's what we come to the game to see. We come to the game to see highlights, which highlights is part of a reaction. When you, I do a windmill and then walk back down the court like this.
Boring
The
as
crowd
fuck.
ain't hyped, and like that ain't the hype part. The crowd, when I dunk and I'm sitting there, yeah, get up.
It's the
Oh,
energy.
shit, it's time to get up.
It's the energy behind it, right? You make somebody fall, you want the energy behind that fall. Yeah.
Now I got a technical for this. Like, come on, man.
Yeah, they're being real Aggie.
We're here to see superstar players. One of those players being Kevin Durant. So let's show him some love.
Yeah.
With a little hibachi time.
Yeah.
It's Thanksgiving.
That was dunk was nasty. Though.
Yeah. It was. So, Suns' big three is yet to play a game together, but Kevin Durant's been holding it down, like one would expect from a KD. After dropping 38 on the Jazz in a win Friday, KD followed that up with 39 points, 8 rebounds, and 10 assists in a double OT win Sunday. Ooh.
Yes.
Look at that man. Since dropping 18 in the season opener, KD has scored over 25 points or more in 12 straight games, which is a franchise record, including 6 30-point games, 1 40-point game. D-Book is back in the lineup, but has only played 5 games this season. Bradley Beal is out for at least the next few weeks with his backiotomy. Has only played 3 games, but the 35-year-old Durant has played in all 13 games this season. The Suns are 7-6. Gil, I'll start with you. What has KD shown you this season?
He gets buckets, like he's been getting. Right, he's a bucket getter. I think sometimes when players get hurt and they're in and out of lineups and they're not at their full capacity, we kind of we move on to the next player. Right? We move on to the next superstar. We call him wash and we just keep moving on. And he's showing you that at 35, this is what he does still. Get buckets.
And the way he scores, it's so simple. And that's like one of my favorite parts of his game. Like, he don't do too much. He gets to his spots, he knows his moves, he knows his strengths. And he's sharing the wealth, too. He's distributing the ball great. He just got a little extra pep in his step this season. So, I mean, I think he's unstoppable, for sure.
Lord knows, I've been a Kevin Durant supporter for a while now. And ever since he left Golden State, man, it's just giving me the same feeling. I think this giving me the same feeling. KD gonna do KD. We all know what KD's capable of, but it just gives me feels of Brooklyn all over again, where he always gonna be one man down, which is right now Bradley Beal. We don't know what the team look like with Brad. And I look at Booker as either a James Harden or a Kyrie on that Brooklyn team. And it just looked like KD has a lot of the load on his shoulders where he's gonna have to mitigate trying to figure out how to get others involved when it's time or to keep his shit going the way it's going now, right? Because it looks like it's his team.
Yeah.
It don't look like nothing else. You know what I'm saying? It look like, look, give me the ball, move out the way. What do you say, 39, 10, and 8?
Yep.
Come on, man. And KD ain't on his 21st year like LeBron, right? So we got a lot more of this to look forward to, but I just don't like the way that the Suns look. I don't think it has nothing to do with KD. I think it's just the way the Suns look more like Brooklyn than they do.
I mean, because of the injury issue, do you think once they get that whole crew together, which we're still waiting for now?
It'll be interesting because it's like the Clippers. Like once you get them all on the floor and they all get the wheels turning at the same time, what is it gonna look like? We're waiting to see that. We ain't really seen Brad on the floor maybe once, twice.
Preseason?
Man, that's weird.
Played 3 games.
And then he got a back injury.
They look great.
He looked solid, but he looked healthy to me.
Do we know when he hurt it?
So let me pull it up. But he's gonna get reevaluated in a couple weeks. I think it's been kind of lingering by him because he played preseason, then sat out some games, tried to come back.
You saw that video of him shooting?
It's tweaking.
It just looked stiff and just not good.
It's just when it comes out of the blue like this, that's what's weird to me. Like you play and then all of a sudden, we're like, where Brad? It's like, oh, back. But when they put back on there, it's just like, it could be anything. They just put something.
Nah, back.
I'm like, what is it?
You don't play with your back.
No, yeah, back is a weird injury. I remember Bobby Shura. Bobby Shura hurt his back brushing his teeth.
Damn.
How? What was he? What kind of brushing was he doing?
It was one of those. Wow. Like when your back is going out, any little thing, bending over to tie your shoes, getting out, like I've seen some players with back injuries and you be like,
Damn.
What the fuck's wrong with him? Nah, I can't move, bruh. And you know what I mean? So, you really have to be careful with that back.
So we got a ton of skilled players in the league, but I'm gonna ask you guys, is KD the most skilled player in the league right now?
When you say skill,
and we'll just talk on the offensive side.
Offensively,
there's a lot of players, man.
I mean, Kyrie's always in the mix there.
Right. Does it mean your handle? Does it mean how you create your shots?
I'll say when it comes to overall scoring package, I will say yes.
The ability to get buckets. I think all that other shit is great, but at the end of the
getting buckets, yes.
At the end of the day, scoring buckets is the most important thing.
I think sometimes when you are allowing players who never played to put in what they think a skill is, right? Oh, he got all this skill and all that, but can he make the fucking bucket, right? Can he get the
Skill
bucket?
don't get you points.
Can he get you the bucket when you need it, or we're celebrating the $1 million move with the 10-cent finish. Right? Versus I would rather have the 10-cent move with the $1 million
finish.
And I think that's what we're watching KD and the Lukas and all them doing. The very efficient scores, the guys who's always sitting here at the top, right? The reason they're at the top is because they have the 10-cent move with the $1 million finish versus I'm sitting here trying to and then ooh, and then you miss it, and everybody's still celebrating because the move looked amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, you still miss. You missed, bro. I don't give a fuck what you did. You missed.
It's a different.
It's a different for crossing somebody.
It's a different generation now, though, because they'll show that highlight and they'll just cut out.
And they'll just cut out.
and that's why they get exposed. Like you're so worried about the move versus the finish, and like it's like Jordan Poole, play like Kevin Durant. Pull up, pull up. He backs up. Pull up. He pushes up. Go pass. Right.
So is that a you saying be more efficient or let the game come to you? Both.
Be more efficient.
It's more efficient.
I hate when somebody makes a move, they have the shot, and then they back it out.
To do something else.
Yeah.
Shoot the shot. You're open. That's what Jordan Poole does.
Yeah, but
constantly.
Like I said, me asking that question is like the inefficiency of that is his inconsistency to go through with the move. If he goes through with the move and he can make that shot as consistently, it will become more efficient, right? So Jordan Poole's style of play compared to what you're talking about is like, all right, how can we get efficiency out of something that we can make consistent?
I just don't think that style of play can ever be efficient.
Because when you talk about Kevin Durant being, efficient and being the guy that can deliver night in, night out, it's because he knows how to be consistent. He knows where to get his shot. And a lot of guys just don't got that. They don't got that efficiency mindset where I'm going to go here, get here. They all about, like you said, the highlights. Yeah. If I make a highlight, it's better than even getting a bucket.
But that's the good thing about like a player like KD, because even if he's having like an off night, he's still getting to his spots. He's doing his moves. So when it does come to that crunch time where we need a bucket or something, he's still taking those same shots. They just wasn't going in. So when it comes down to those high pressure moments, they're going to go in. Yeah. Whereas you have someone who plays very erratic and random, you can't really depend on them in those moments.
Like, here it is. How many times have Kevin Durant been on SportsCenter for a movie done? None.
No, it's always about like
a few, probably a few, not a lot.
Not a move. You be like, oh, that was nice. Right. No, Jordan Poole, right, has 6 moves on SportsCenter, averaging 15 points. That's who you be. You know what I mean? Like, oh, he did the spin and it came down. Oh, spin cycle. You don't want to be that fucking player. You do not want to be that player that you are only famous for being on SportsCenter, and you average 15 points. You're a highlight player, meaning you're only good to make that one move a day. You're spending the whole 38 minutes trying to make one move on highlight. I'm gonna be on highlight because I scored 60. I scored 55. I scored 40 in a game winner. I don't give a fuck about this one single move. So when people look at my highlight, be like, oh, he had 8 points. All 8 was SportsCenter style.
I mean, I look at KD when you say, is he the most gifted scorer, capable scorer, efficient scorer, all of those things. When you talk about who's left in the league, he's definitely right there. But then there are other, to me, prospects: Ant-Man, Tatum, Shea, Alexander, guys who are efficient, who got bags, who know how to get to their spots, who don't take really bad shots. And you look at their game and it's entertaining at the same time. They create, like Shea put Steph on the map, almost touched earth. And it's like he got the highlight, he got the efficient bucket, and I think they won. I think they beat them.
They did.
So it's like you got a culmination of things that happen that creates efficiency for a player like Shea Alexander. And I look at the rest of the potential skill set players and I'm like, KD, if he's gonna be the standard, you gotta look at all the other players that are similar but don't necessarily shoot like him.
But I mean, obviously being 6'11", 7 foot, it's easy to get that shot off, but I think we've kind of just been so spoiled watching KD that we don't realize how ridiculous, and I think Wemby's kind of taking that to another level, just seeing these dudes who used to be just back to the basket, get your ass in the post, don't even think about bringing the ball up the court, to now, like you saying, this dude, and get like you saying, can score at all 3 levels, if not 4 and 5. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
I don't even know who made up 3-level scoring. Must have been some JUCO player.
Wait, what do you mean? You don't believe in 3-level scoring? Is that not a thing?
Yeah, 3 levels, like, you know, layup, mid-range, 3. Well, what happens to the ISO player and the post-up player? Those are levels of scoring. Right? So it's 5 levels of scoring, right? You know, but if they never played basketball, they give you 3.
Triple threat is 3.
Yeah. Triple threat, just
triple threat is your 3-level scoring.
You know, that's, you know, like.
So when you're like, I'm a 3-level scorer, that's not really it.
Get in triple threat position.
No.
I mean, it's a flex.
Okay, I'm not saying that no more.
If you could pass, dribble, and shoot. You can pass, dribble, and
Like, are
shoot.
you nice? Yeah, I'm a 3-level scorer. Don't say that no more.
Nah.
Okay, got it.
Can you post up?
No.
Okay, so.
I mean, I could.
Can you ISO work?
Sometimes.
Can you shoot from Bangladesh?
Okay, so
Hey.
3-level score. I mean, you know.
So we're at 13,000 people in the chat right now. We need to get to 15. We're trying to give some free shit away. We are trying to give some free shit away to y'all.
Let's go.
Aunties, uncles, the work, the former work, current work.
Yes, the work almost ready to come. They almost ready.
Yeah, it's almost lunchtime in the West Coast.
10 more minutes.
We're giving away free shit. But we talk about KD, year 17, 35 years old. We talk a lot about LeBron and what he's doing, you know, almost 39 years old, year 21. But does KD deserve the same type of flowers that Bron is getting, especially coming off the Achilles injury a few years ago, to be able to be producing at this high of a level still, to the point, like I said, we're just spoiled by it. And to your point, Gil, we don't even really see it the way we should be seeing it.
I think, you know, when we talk about greatest and greatness, when we're watching it, we really don't understand it because it becomes so easy, right? These guys are scoring so easy. Like when think about it, when Russell Westbrook was averaging a triple-double, it was amazing for us the first year. Then it became so normal for him that we didn't like it anymore.
Yeah.
Right? We tried to figure out how to, like, this blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
We or they, Gil?
Just
we?
they.
Okay.
Like they made something that
Was amazing.
he personally has in his motor. And when people think about, oh, what he did wasn't special, why the fuck can nobody else do it? That's how special it is that your favorite player can't do it. It's not doing it. Because if everybody can average a triple-double, God damn it, trust me, they will. Right? Everybody wants to be that type of player. They're just not capable of. Right? So when you look at what Kevin Durant does, what, you know, LeBron does, what, you know, Curry is doing, they're doing it to the point where it becomes normal. Right? Knowing that now when you get to 35, if you're not averaging 30 at 35, you washed. Not knowing these guys are...
There are different levels.
It's levels.
Have they fucked it up now for all eternity?
Low key.
Because 35 used to be like, get ready for the farewell tour, holler back. Now it's like, well, you ain't averaging 31, 77. Like.
But if you look at the greatest to ever do it, at 35 they were playing still great basketball.
Well, here's the difference though. We don't look at KD like we look at LeBron because it's a promotion. I think that the real hoopers know that Kevin Durant is going to go down as a better basketball player
than LeBron.
Than LeBron. At the end of the road, not right now. But promotion, if you look at Steph, LeBron, and KD, the promotion between Steph and LeBron is here. KD's here. I don't know if he's presentable or marketable. I don't know what it is, but they have more. They have more commercials.
The dad thing that their their fathers. It kind of also with the LeBron conversation because he has like a college-age son and older kids, and Zuri's like 10 or 11 now. It like makes him like seem like a little bit older than he actually is. You look at KD.
And KD's not that young from them.
No, he's not. But when
he's not being pushed.
Right.
He's not being pushed over the limit. And you would think because he's a Nike guy, he's a champion, he came in with just as much hype as LeBron. You know, Texas and DC assault, all that stuff. It's like, well, why is KD not being seen as top 3 all time?
Because the media killed off the legacy when he left.
When he left, yep. That's fucked up.
When he went to
that's fucked up.
Golden State?
Because he could have eclipsed LeBron maybe 4 years ago.
But just like LeBron got clipped
when he went to Miami.
Yep. Right?
Go back to Cleveland and win and like revitalize.
Revitalize it.
Yeah. What happened is the NBA is holding, the media is holding a standard on 3 people. And it's not fair because the 3 people were in three main cities, right? You're in when the NBA is at its thriving, when the NBA is making their money, they are as big as possible, is if when the 3 king cities are powerhousing, Boston, Chicago, Lakers. When those 3 cities they got good teams, the NBA that's cash cow.
Yep.
Right? You can't have all 3 of them down. One has to be standing for the media to go. So think about every great player we done had. Where are their legacies?
One of those, in a major city.
Chicago, Boston, LA.
Los Angeles.
Right? When you talk about Derrick Rose is when Chicago was pumping, right? You talk about the Boston, you're talking about LA, Lakers, right? You're talking about legacy. So Kobe, right? You're talking about Magic, right? You're talking about all Lakers who never went anywhere. You're talking about Chicago. Michael Jordan don't need to go anywhere. You're talking about Bird. He don't need to go anywhere. Everyone wants to come to them. Right? So you're talking about, they never left. Why do they need to leave? Where are they going to go? The talent wants to come there. Right? Everyone talks about Jordan didn't leave. No, Jordan didn't have to leave because everyone was coming there. Ron Harper averaged 20. I want to go win a championship. He comes there. Dennis Rodman, I want to come win a championship. He's coming there. So the talent is coming there. LA, the talent is coming to Kobe. They're willing to, he can call you on the phone. Hey, come here. Yep. Matt Barnes, come here. Yep. Ron Artest, come here. And Paul, you want to come here? Those players want to come there. Right? So it's easier for them to recruit because you're sitting in a big city.
Yep.
Right? So anybody who decides to leave because their city and their owner is not saying, I'm not trying to spend, I can't compete with the Lakers TV deal and all that. I don't have money to just throw out hundreds of millions. So, and that player's like, well, I'm not gonna sit here and let my career die. I'm gonna leave. And as soon as that player leaves, you're like, all right, you can't be here. Legacy
right. That's what happened to KD.
Yeah, KD.
As
soon as he left,
stay in Oklahoma City forever. Like that.
That's what they wanted. That's what they wanted.
You want to stay in OKC to build your legacy for them to say, oh, you couldn't win, you're not that good. Yeah.
Same with Russ. Yeah. Think about after he leaves, Russ does what he does, and they're like, you sure you want to stay here?
Yeah.
And you sure you want to stay here?
It's no knock to OKC or small market cities.
It is.
But I'm saying that's That's the competitive advantage that the major market cities will always have. You even look at like a team like the Timberwolves now. They deserve more national TV games with the squad that they're rolling out. Look at a team like OKC now. Deserves more national TV games with the squad they're rolling out. But the league is always going to prioritize those big market teams.
It's a business.
Of course.
But that's what I'm saying. So if this is a business, right, and we understand this, then as media, isn't it your job to curve your narrative around guys who are out of the business of the NBA?
Yep.
Right? If Jokic last year, if you take Jokic stats of last year and he was in Los Angeles for the Lakers,
Crazy.
there's no fucking way you even give Embiid.
He'd be bigger than life.
You wouldn't even think about
He'd be
giving
bigger
his
than life.
MVP
He'd be
to
bigger
him.
than life.
You wouldn't even that wouldn't even be a counter thought.
Real talk.
But because he's in Denver, you can go, oh, fuck him over there.
Nobody's watching.
Nobody's
Nobody
watching.
cares about Denver. Yeah.
Nobody's watching him over there. We know what Ja Morant would be in Los Angeles. We know what he would be in Chicago.
New York.
We know what he would be in New York City. We know what type of player he would. As a basketball fan, you put him in any of those cities, he is your next icon.
100%.
So when he decides to leave, what you gonna do? He ain't one of the greats. Cut his legs off.
Yep. Small market.
You can't do that to small market players because we all know money talks. And
they don't got it.
And the Los Angeles Lakers, them LAs, they can afford the things the Memphis Grizzlies can't.
And that's why I was saying with Zion, get him up out of New Orleans. get him up there with Steph. Get him in California.
But again, it's legacy. But that's what I'm saying. When the day you get drafted, if you are a mega superstar, the day you get drafted, if that draft city ain't Los Angeles, Chicago, Boston, you cannot actually be part of the top 3 GOAT discussions.
So that's what I was saying with Wemby. Remember when we was talking about where Wemby was going to land?
And we're talking about the Spurs, 5 titles in this era too. But
and
it's a small market, and it doesn't change.
Tim Duncan got 5 championships, all that, and no one has him in the top 5.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Which is why
your top 5 is what cities those top 5s in?
Detroit is one of them though. I gotta say, no, you said top 5 all time. I said I had top 5 points.
I'm just talking about just period.
Period. I had Isaiah as top 5 point guards.
But I'm just saying when you talk about when people talk about their top 5 list,
the big names,
it's
the
the
big
same
teams.
3 cities of everybody.
It is. It is Chicago, LA, Boston. If you're lucky.
No matter how you look at it, same fucking people.
Well, let's talk about another major city, the major city of Milwaukee. Okay. It's burgeoning, Gil. It's burgeoning.
Major city.
They'll get a Roscoe chicken and waffle soon. So after a slow start, Freak Time is starting to figure it out. Bucks have won 5 straight games to move a game behind the Celtics for the best record in the East. Currently 3rd behind the Celtics and the Sixers. But let's talk about this man, Giannis. He's been doing his thing. He dropped his 2nd straight 40-piece. Granted, it was against the Wizards. No disrespect to your former team, Gil, but
split.
They're what's known as a slump buster around these parts. Respectfully. Gave the Wizards 42 points, 13 rebounds, 8 assists, went 20 for 23 from the field.
That's an insane percentage.
And in the Bucks' last 2 games, Giannis is averaging 41 points, 14 rebounds, nearly 8 assists. And the Freak Time combo is averaging more than 60 points in their last 4 games. Freak Time. So has Freak Time finally figured it out?
I mean, him as a player, he always figures it out. I mean, he's averaged 30, 31 plus for the last, 4 years?
Who, Dame?
No,
Or
Giannis.
And in the bloom blomp.
I mean,
he figured it out.
You know, it's like, at some point, what he does, he takes over games, right? Just like his talent, his skill is he plays harder than everybody else. Can't teach it. So the fact that he has athleticism and he just has the will to just win, you add those 3 components, you got somebody who can walk and average 30.
I mean, listen, we got to give credit to the kid, man. He's gotten better every year. Like, he didn't have that 2 dribble spin back 2 years ago. We get in the middle of the lane, spin back, dunk that bitch.
That keep paying off.
You feel me? Like
Lessons.
Hey, and I'm just saying, it look. He's faster in the post when he makes his moves, whether it's baseline or middle. And we all know, like when you're that size, you touch the paint, it's good. Good things happen. And I like that he recognizes if he stays aggressive, he has the defense on their heels all the time. And I love that about his recognition, is recognizing, especially in transition, I'm going to push this bitch until you stop me. And even when you try to stop me, I'm going to run you over. So it really helps him in his mentality of like being an attack first player. And I like that about him. I like that he's getting better. He still ain't got the Jimmy there yet, but once he incorporates that, it's going to be unstoppable.
I mean, we talked about this before, Gil. You I don't say critical of Giannis, but just saying if he added those elements to his game, how great he could be. But even if he spends the rest of his career without a jumper, he's still first ballot Hall of Famer, which is wild.
Of course. I mean, but that was never the issue. It's just understanding the game itself and getting better. Like, I think we confuse getting older and wiser with getting better as a player. Right? You know, if you just track him year by year, if he's doing the same thing, but he's just doing it in a smarter routine, he's just wiser than he was before, right? When we get older, we get stronger and wiser, right? Getting better is a whole different thing, right? That's just a whole different thing. And a lot of players don't know how to get better.
Yeah.
So that's why I hope a player can go 12 years and don't have a jumper. And you're like, what happened?
I didn't need it.
This was so easy. This is all the fuck I give a fuck about. Not knowing that for me to get to LeBron 21, I have to add this in. I have to really put time into it. I think sometimes we'll work on something and then as soon as it don't work, we're like, fuck it, I'll worry about that later and go back to what we're comfortable with. Yeah. Some players are just comfortable playing the way they've been playing because it's been successful.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just, even though you're having success at something, you have to open up another road anyway, because there's something, Father Time, or a defense that's prepared for you down the road. And if you haven't opened up another lane for yourself, it's an exit, like, right? You can keep coming out the door, I'm gonna just keep busting through. At some point, you're gonna need an exit route, right? Back door, just in case, I can't go that way, let me go on. And that's where the jumper and the midi comes from, and he needs to really incorporate that. It is going to save his body a lot. There's some times where he's trying to get to the basket, just pull jumper, just pull it up, pull up right there. That's a jumper. That's a jumper. That's a jumper, and he's still trying to force it. Eventually, it weighs on you.
Well, what we're getting out of him, where do we see Middleton and Dame in the situation where he can get some much needed help to offset his output?
Has Middleton been playing?
He's in there. I mean, listen. They've been playing
not well enough.
Mm-hmm. They've been playing like, you know, Dame is still trying to figure it out. He's playing well. It's just the two. The other three are still trying to figure out how they're gonna play.
Yeah, Middleton's still been on that minutes. I think he hasn't played more than 23 minutes in the game this season, and that was the game last night.
Well, at least he out there. A lot of motherfuckers ain't even out there. At least he out there trying. You know what I'm saying? And you could tell he's bothered by his knee, but I like the fight for him. Like, he's fighting for the shit that Clay was fighting for maybe 2 years ago when he first came back, and it's like, don't count me out type shit.
Yeah. They don't trade him though.
Yeah, you gonna have to. but I like his fight. But I like his fight to be out, because he could literally just be like, yo, I'm not.
Yeah, because know what I'm saying? If they don't win it this year, he's gone.
And that's, I mean, in the fucked up part, Dame was on Knuckleheads recently, just talked about him and Giannis had been in the group chat with each other even before the Bucks had won, trying to figure out ways to make it work. They don't win last season, it kind of opens up that door, but they don't win last season because Giannis is hurt.
I wouldn't say all that. I mean, they lost because they lost.
Confidence coffee?
Yeah. Don't say all that. But we'll go into that.
But let's talk about this current Bucks iteration. I know you don't care about the defensive side, and obviously I've never seen a game where the score was 0-0 and the team won. So you're gonna need some offense. But the Bucks are currently ranked top 4 in offense in the league. Defense is ranked 24th as of this episode. From 2013 to 2022, no team won a chip with the defense ranked lower than 11th.
Ooh.
Last season, the Nuggets won. Their defense was ranked 15th, but they had a top 5 offense.
Wait, say it again. You just contradicted
Yeah, he
yourself. Say it
did.
again.
I seen it. I heard it
Said
too.
no one
I heard
would
it
have to be
too.
lower than 15,
From
than 11.
2013 to 2022.
Oh, so
let's open our ears. Let's
Okay,
open our ears.
You almost got him. I was listening for it
From
too.
2013.
I
Say it
listened.
again.
You made me think he was wrong.
From
He was correct.
2013 to 2022, no team won a chip with a defense ranked lower than 11.
Until Denver
Last
did.
season, in the year our Lord 2023,
Until Denver did it.
That's a
the
different.
Nuggets won. Their defense was ranked 15, top 5 offense. So I'm just saying it looks like it could be gravitating towards you're not really needing that fucking upper echelon defense to win a chip. But will the Bucks offense be able to overcome their defensive issues?
24th? No.
And this early in the season,
Yeah,
like,
you're not
What-
going
what-
with the 24th.
Yeah, because they don't have new players to actually make it better.
Because I don't consider what Dame's never been considered a defender.
Not a top defender.
No. And then you have Giannis, who just
Porter's not really a defender.
I'm trying to figure out where were they ranked last year in defense?
so last year, let me pull it up, Gil, since I have
Who,
it
the
in.
Bucks?
Yeah, that's a
I'll
good
make
question.
sure I wasn't fucking up.
Because Drew, Milwaukee last year defensively ranked? With Drew.
Fourth?
With Drew.
oh, yes, they had
fourth.
Drew, and they still
With Drew.
Yep. What about the
They didn't have
offense?
Giannis.
So you're
well, we're talking about playoffs.
So you're saying that
15th.
One player made them drop 20
Yeah.
spots.
Yeah.
when
Yeah.
you have 3 defenders on the team,
One
it just
def-
don't make sense.
One defender is
Where's Boston
all
at?
NBA.
Where's Boston?
First team.
This is the same thing you was talking about with Memphis.
So
You have these elite defenders, but your team can't defend. It doesn't matter who
And
you have on the court.
Boston loses a defender, which they were second last year. Get a better defender, they're third.
Third in defense, 5th in offense, though. I mean, I'm saying top
But that's what I'm saying. So Boston loses Marcus Smart,
They lost Williams too. Robert Williams.
and you gain a better starting defender, and you still third.
But that was at the end of the season. They were number 2. I think by the end of the season this year, they'll be number 2 or
Who?
number 1. Boston.
Boston was number 1 the whole year, then went to 2. They've
I
been
think-
1 2. But I'm saying it's
24th, though.
We just don't want to say that the trade
I don't
made
like
a big difference with the Bucks. It made a
shouldn't.
big difference.
It shouldn't.
It did though.
Because my rim protectors are still. I can say if Giannis is not there and
But they lost.
Lopez not there, Lopez is first team.
But look,
So
They lost Drew.
but remember what you said about Isaiah Thomas being the anchor of the Detroit Pistons defense. If your top guy, who is the first line of defense, is getting blown by, like you made that a point about them two of John Stockton and Isaiah Thomas, right? So my thing is the same with Drew and Dame. If Dame is not the first line of resistance and he's making a stop for that, he's gonna look less defensive compared to Drew.
Okay, but then that means if everyone's going by now, that means Lopez, Middleton, and Giannis, that's where they're gonna get credit for it.
Yes, but
So
they didn't have to get credit for it before that because Drew was allowing it
But
to
they
get
got
back there.
Drew is second team, and the other 2 boys is first team, so they're getting
The
credit.
2 big boys?
Yeah, they're getting credit for something.
Whenever it gets back there, they ready. But the rate was less. The rate was less. Now it's more frequent and look a
And
little
it's
bit.
more straight lines.
Yeah.
Now, so what is his name? Jared. Is it not Jared Jack? Jared from Memphis.
Jaren Jackson.
Jaren Jackson.
I'm like,
Right.
Jared.
So who was the defensive players last year for him to win Defensive Player of the Year?
Who was the defensive players? Dylan Brooks
So him and Dylan.
and Bane.
First, did Bane play defense? Nobody knows.
What you mean?
We don't know if John Morant played defense. No, Bane played defense. Like
No, Brooks played defense.
Brooks, because he said he played defense.
And Steven Adams.
That's what I mean. You know what I mean?
He
You
made
see
an
how
all,
weird it
he
gets?
made an
You
all
don't know?
defensive team, though, Gil.
Who?
Dylan Brooks.
Yeah, Dylan Brooks and
Jaren Jackson.
And Jaren Jackson.
There's 2 of them.
Right? So have you noticed that there's this big trend when you're talking about defensive players, it's always 2 sitting on the same team or 3. Who's getting the real credit for it? Is Dylan Brooks getting the credit for stopping LeBron, or does he have the help of Jaren?
Well, that Jaren.
I think it's a bit of both, though, because you separate it a lot, and it makes sense when you do because you're giving the credit to the back line. But I think it's a combination of both. I think when you do have 2 different players, one of them is going to be a guard, one of them is going to be a big, And I think that's what happened with Milwaukee is they lost their guard defense with Grayson and Drew. They only left the backside. So now if Dame is not playing front D, it's just gonna leave them exposed to be like, well, where's our...
But that's what I'm saying, like, as a guy who studied scoring, right? That was my thing. Kobe was harder to score on when he had Shaquille O'Neal back there, right? Shaquille keeps everyone from driving in, which makes Kobe's defense better. Not he's a better defender. It's better because you have Shaq back there. You remove Shaq, you put Bynum back there and, you know, and all those other guys. Now your defense is exposed. You playing the same defense, but now I can go. I'm not worried about nobody back there. Nobody's going to hit me back there. So your individual defense that you're getting credit for has no merit anymore because now your back line sucks like shit.
So switch that. Instead of it being Bynum and them there, keep Shaq and you got to get somebody else other than Kobe.
So Derek Fisher becomes a great defender because you got Shaq back there.
But he's not going to become a great defender because we're going to keep the pressure on Shaq. We're going to get him in foul trouble. He's not going to be able to be a good defender because Kobe's giving less pressure.
But they all become great defenders because you have him back there.
So Dame just gonna have to become a better defender.
He has to become a better defender.
He shouldn't because Lopez and what's name are back there. You should be it should be easy to play defense.
No, exactly. That's the point. Yeah.
If he plays better defense, it'll be easier for him to play defense.
Yeah.
Your defense. Team defense, that's what I said, team defense matters versus individual. Your individual defense, what are you really doing? What are you doing?
That's what I was saying about Drew when we was talking about the trade. I was like, if Dame can fit into what they were doing as a team before the trade, it will be an easy transition for him. But if he can't, it's gonna show.
Who is the worst big man defender? Right, who we say that he just can't play no defense?
Chris Kaman.
Okay.
In the pick and roll, but he could block shots.
So you think Drew is a great defender if Chris Kaman was this big man?
Because he can block shots. Chris can block shots though.
Well, so now you're making Chris a great defender now because you're talking.
He wasn't good in the pick and roll.
So if I do a pick and roll with Drew, now we did all pick and rolls with Drew and Chris Kaman. How bad does Drew look now?
Yeah.
He looks bad.
Yeah. His defense doesn't change.
No.
Who he is as a defender doesn't change.
But
you put him in an element where the guy he's with ain't very good. That's why I said, what is the element? What are we really saying? This guy is an elite defender. He is an elite defender, right? It becomes one-on-one, making a guy do harder shots, but you're not thinking about the elements. Like the elements help too.
Well, if you got Drew Holiday in the post, right, against let's just say Tatum.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna take that head up. We trust Drew Holiday to guard him, right? But if you take the same matchup and you put Dame down there, we're like, you need some help.
I can tell you this right now. If I have Drew Holiday, whatever best defensive player you have on me in the post, and Lopez and Giannis is lifted
up top.
Up top.
Yep.
Drew's getting 50 put on him.
Yeah.
Who I don't give a fuck who
If
is going.
Giannis and
You think so?
Tatum is giving him 50 or 60.
I've seen Drew Holiday hold his own in the post.
Yeah, it's easy
against
to hold
bigger players.
It's easy to hold your own if I know you have backline, so now I got to fade.
So let's just say they lifted. I've seen them lifted.
I don't have to fade anymore, and I can just, I'm just going to get closer to the back, because even if I miss, you're 6'4". I just get the rebound.
But Drew just know how to play D. He knows how to
play structured. That's what I'm saying. It's structured D. That's what I'm saying. Like, you can there's no great defender by himself. You say, all right, everybody move out.
I say the same shit.
Stop this guy.
I say the same shit. There's no one defender that can just stop anybody.
What makes a great defender is he knows the elements of human behavior. He understands, like, okay, my guy is on this left side, so I know, right, I don't let him go middle, and then if he is gonna shoot, he has to go step back that way.
Yep.
So like somebody like Kawhi's like, all right, no matter if you beat me or turn me, I know you have to step back that way so I can just jump.
Yep.
You know, those are the guys who are great at anticipating where you're supposed to be.
Yep.
That's what is considered a great defender,
Yep.
right? Like Drew, if I come here and cross over, he knows when I cross over and pull the ball up, so he hits the crossover and then boom.
Yep.
Now he makes me do something like this.
And it's in the structure of spacing with the team, and I know you can't go too far this way, or you can't
Like, don't get me
spin back.
wrong. As an individual, he's a great defender. I'm saying what makes him a great defender
It's the team.
Is what gives him the credit is his team.
Yep.
His reaction. You know, Marcus Smart. I'm gonna hit you hard, knowing that you're gonna react by hitting me back. And as soon as you hit me back, boom, I'm gonna take that charge, get an offensive foul. Like his attributes and what he does to get the extra plays makes them great defenders. Yeah. You don't need a team structure for something like that.
And that's been the structure for like the Celtics. But like they follow the same type of mantra. Like, look, you guys don't need to be great defenders, but if we play great team defense, somebody out of this group is going to be seen as a great defender. So who's going to take the award for that?
That's what I said. Like when you hear fans and they'll go right to the defensive. Oh, he made all first team defense, man. Fuck that all-team defense, man. That is not that is great. Listen, that is great, right? You say, oh yeah, he's all first team. Show me somebody who's on that first team list, and then you go through our matches and let me know when you stopped them.
Yeah.
And then when you look at that list, you're gonna realize they got those guys, all first team, whoever they were, got barbecued. And then I can give you a list of players you probably never even heard of that actually gave me problems.
Yeah, yeah, real shit. Real defense.
You're gonna be like, who is that? A defender? A fucking
no one
defender?
cares about?
This popularity list, 50, 48, 36. Nobody cares about this list you give me because I don't know how you're equating this.
Yeah.
I don't know how you're equating this as defense. Like, I mean, it sounds good, but it doesn't make him a great defender.
Right. Especially when they put motherfuckers in the game, especially for you. They're like, no. You go in. He hate playing against you.
Look at that list. I used to look at the list like, oh, this boy's trash.
About to cook this nigga.
You know, like right now, like Miles Turner, right? Like, so people understand why a real defensive player doesn't get credit for defense. Look at Miles Turner, right? Block shots, great on-ball defensive player. He will never win a defensive award because he don't rebound.
Yeah.
Somehow they have calculated defensive rebounding as
you a
defense.
good defender. It's just so stupid.
Because you get the rebound, they're equating that as a defensive point. Which that has nothing to do with
because it's defensive rebound.
Like
secure, box out, get the rebound.
Stopping a possession.
Think about it. If you don't box out and someone gets an offensive rebound, what does that equate for that offensive rebounder? What does that give him? What does that give him an offensive award for getting the most offensive rebounds in one season? Nah. So the defensive player, if you're boxing out and getting a rebound, that's a defensive award, right?
Okay, so but that's what I'm saying. But they're counting that as a metric of stopping a player himself. Now look at somebody like Brook Lopez, who underdog. He irritates me. Yeah, he gets 5 rebounds. Like, oh, he can get 5 rebounds. Then I'm watching how he plays, and I'm like, fuck.
You're not gonna get it.
Like, you know what I mean? Because what he like
4.9 for the season.
His defense is great, but because he boxed out everybody for them not to get the offense.
Yeah,
so what happens is his man never gets an offensive rebound.
Ever.
But he don't get a defensive rebound because what he's doing is when the ball goes up, he looks right at his player and he's sitting there playing defense on his player. And I'm like, just go get the fucking rebound. Just get the fucking ball, right? But which is the fucking irritating part. But like you have to really watch the game to really see
who are the good
what a
defensive
player
players.
is doing. Like, so I'm like, okay, that is a good defensive player, even though he's not necessarily stopping a player, he's stopping his man from getting an offensive rebound. So if you average 4 offensive rebounds against him, half offense.
PJ Tucker and Anderson Varejao, Tristan Thompson, those are the guys who will ball go up. They not ball watching. They're turning where my man at, hit my man, turn. Like, that's old school traditional basketball.
Like someone like PJ Tucker, right, is a great defender, but he would not get the accolades because he get his ass busted.
Yep. All the time. All the time.
Right? Right.
Does everything right. Down to the drop. Like
Great
man, scoot his head, slide his feet, everything.
He plays great defense, right? When you look at the possession, the inner, he don't get like you score, he don't care. He's in it. He would never get no defensive credit because his man is still gonna have 30 something.
Yep.
His man, Kevin Durant, is still gonna be Kevin Durant, right? Luka's still gonna be Luka again. And they're gonna be like, he can't stop nobody. Well, if he wasn't on there, they would have had 60,
points.
he would have had 50,
Yes.
he would have had 60, he would have had 70, but you're not giving him the credit because you're looking at the overall final score, not realizing everything he did in the game.
Yeah.
Like the little things he did, making this guy had a wide open shot. He made him make 2 extra passes on the fast break. Those are the things that they're not calculating as a defense.
Shane Battier, Rajah Bell, guys that make you work.
I watched a highlight recently of Shane Battier guarding Kobe.
Crazy.
Great defense.
Crazy.
Amazing defense.
Take these buckets, though.
It's fucking Kobe.
Hands right here. Hands
right
all
in
in
his
your
eye. Kobe probably couldn't
Shane,
see
if
half
you don't
of those
stop
shots.
doing that shit to me when I shoot, boy, I'm gonna fuck you. That's
It was some of the best defense I've ever seen on Kobe.
Yeah. Hey, lights out.
Yeah.
Come take all of this with you.
So we got one more thing to talk about. Let's switch this thing back to offense. So there's been some debate whether Giannis has a bag. It's been ongoing. You know,
A bag of what?
A bag of moves.
Bag of rocks?
He got a bagless bag.
He had a backless bag.
But let's see what he thinks.
I saw a tweet maybe like 2 weeks ago or something. Somebody said like, "Hey man, if you think Giannis don't have a bag, you're crazy. You don't know basketball." I was like, "Thank you, man." There's a narrative out there that's false. He gave my bag, but it's good. It's good like this. Keep it on the low. Because when you get your ass here in Milwaukee, then you get better. You can go back home and start contemplating life. You know, in the shower, taking a cold shower, thinking about, dang, I didn't know Giannis had a bag.
That alone.
Okay, that alone.
like that.
That alone. That's the only reason, bro. It's hard to hate this man.
I like
love
it.
It's always hard.
I like it. No, he's serious.
We gotta ask the coach.
No, he's very serious. Like, I got a fucking bag. Y'all just thought.
He does not have it.
Does Giannis have a bag?
No.
But let's just look at the criteria. 7-footer, Greco-Nigerian.
He do.
Greco-Nigerian.
He do.
Greco.
You know what bag he got? You know what bag he got? The Hakeem Olajuwon. He got the 50K. You know what bag he got?
I can't get jiggy with this shit.
You feel me?
Bag was God.
Yeah. Hey, you know how? Hey, he got the bag in 3 days.
Look, I'm not trying to compare his bag to KD's guys like that.
I would say a stat that will just embarrass the hell out of you, but I can just say it's in the teen % of him trying to do the moves.
It's a progression, Gilbert.
It's like 3 and 4.
It's a progression. You see the bag.
He's learning, yeah.
It's 3 and what? 3 and 40, but it's not 0 and 40.
Yeah, that's the problem.
You hear me?
victories.
Hey, small victories, Lex. Small.
Victory.
Small. 3.
Better than no victories.
Better than none. We're trying out here, Gilbert. We're trying.
If I gave you 100 shots and you only made 3, are you really happy in life? Can you call yourself a shooter? No. His bag for himself is a bag, right? His Euro stepping, his lane driving, his dunking on your head is a bag.
It's a bag. A Giannis bag.
It's a different bag.
A Giannis size
It's a
bag.
bag.
It may not be a Gucci bag or Louis V, but
Still a
Birkin,
bag.
I'm just
Nah,
saying,
it's a
different bag.
You still got to
What
go
I'm
to
saying,
Neiman Marcus to buy it.
It's a Birkin in his style of play.
Agreed.
Like, right? Like if you take Jokic has a bag.
Yes, he does.
Right? His play is a bag. Embiid's play is a bag.
That's all I
The
wanted to
fast
hear.
break, Euro on your head. There's some
Euro
dunks he do.
dunk.
You be like,
What
how
the
did he do
hell?
that?
did he
Like, how
get
he get it? Like he dunked that? Like
How did this
it'd
happen?
be like,
Boom. Reach. Like he's reaching for the cabinet door.
Like how big is his fingers? Like nobody's even considered like any of it. It's just like he's dunking on people like from places you be like, yeah, how did you do that?
Look, what James Harden said, man, I wish I could just be 7 foot and run up and down and dunk. We all do, my nigga.
No,
Like, that's his bag. That's his bag. 7 foot.
The point is,
Who are you?
we've seen
Giannis bag,
7-footer.
Giannis's
We
bag.
can't do none of this shit. And that used to be the norm. I think KD, again, is spoiled to the point where We're trying to compare KD's bag to Giannis' bag. KD's bag is generational. Giannis
is generational.
Giannis still has
Just
some
a different
semblance of a
type.
bag.
Can you imagine KD with Giannis's bag?
No.
Oh, you dunking on dude?
No, what
he
I'm
got a
saying-
bag.
Yeah, that bag.
But his bag too? But
With his,
also-
yes, with both of them.
Oh.
KD, Giannis bag mixed together.
No, what I'm saying
combo,
is, when you say generational,
Okay,
you have to
Wemby.
say this generational because we've seen players like Giannis. Like, who jumps higher, him or Blake Griffin?
Blake.
Yeah.
Who dunks on everybody more?
Giannis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, Amari. Amari jumped higher, right? Who looks like they're more of a terrorist when they're
When they get the ball. Yeah, 100%.
But as great as those two guys were and they were dunking on people, Giannis just it looks different.
Yep. Easier.
It looks easy, like it's
Like
just a little
majestic.
It's like you're playing on the 8-foot goal.
It's
like we're playing on the 8-foot.
But that's what I'm saying. But even when they played, it looked like they were jumping on 6 foot. Like they're sitting here like
Looking in that motherfucker.
Giannis look like half the time he don't even jump sometimes. It's like, yeah.
Like on Fisher Price. So, be honest, please.
Yeah, I'm happy to hear you say we can show our face in Milwaukee again. Dad, call off the dogs. All
Dad,
right.
call off the
Mr.
dog.
B, call off the dog.
Dad been talking greasy, man.
Tell good when we pull up, it's gonna be a situation.
Yeah, I like
Give him
that.
a
But,
pass.
you know, there's just certain players that like you never seen anything like Westbrook, never seen anything like LeBron, Greek, never seen anything like these are just very different types.
Anomalies. And it makes me excited for the future of the league. Obviously sad with guys like KD, Steph, LeBron now on their way out at some point. But we've got a nice gap to bridge to get.
Yeah, we got one coming too.
He about what, 12 games away?
You already knew it. John Morant's almost back. John Morant's almost back, baby.
I thought you were talking about Elijah. I thought you were talking about Elijah.
No.
Elijah's on the way. I thought you were talking about that
Wait,
cheat
did y'all see
code.
that big kid at IMG?
There's a party in my city, yeah.
Hey, that kid.
Parade.
There's a parade.
The
Oh, as long as you know there's gonna be one when he gets there.
Big tall
The
7.
parade.
Like the 7'6" kid.
Hey,
That kid from IMG you talking about?
Huge.
you know the slogan.
It's a parade in Summer City?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Of course.
As long as you know it.
Everybody knows that.
Everybody knows.
I'm not even gonna front, man. Like, they need to hurry up and just curtail that suspension.
I don't know, man.
Just
The league
take it
heard.
away.
Just let him come back. All right, time served. He been good. We ain't heard no shit in about 2-3 hours.
We don't want to build up too much undue pressure, though. We want him to just come on the court and do your thing.
No.
We don't want no pressure.
First game, drop 40.
No, I'm telling you, listen, Memphis, the city of Memphis, that whatever you got planned,
That first home game
make
back.
it big as shit.
Yeah.
Like parade inside your city, yeah. I want to shut the city down, whatever you gotta do to let the world know he's back.
Ja's back.
Ja's
So you
ain't no subtle shit.
Are you coining him as the number one?
Number one what?
Number one in the league. Entertainment. The
Entertainment? Oh no.
Ja,
by far.
number one.
He's by far
The dancing.
Most needed.
Spurs Grizzlies January 2nd. I need Ja to dunk on.
Spurs Grizz?
Where they playing at?
In Memphis?
In Memphis.
Oh yeah.
We need Ja.
Dunked on.
Wow.
Wemby's getting dunked on.
Think so?
Wemby's getting dunked on. Oh,
When is Steven Adams back?
We don't care.
No, I
When
don't
is
think-
Steven Adams back?
He out for the
We
year?
don't care about no damn Steven Adams.
He gonna need some protection,
I love
man. He gonna need some protection,
All we
man.
gonna see, we gonna come down the right. We already see the play. Coming down the right side. Pop.
Yep.
Hello.
Down the middle.
Boom.
Welcome.
Yeah.
When they ask Wemby, welcome to the NBA moment guarantee is gonna be Ja Morant.
God, it's gonna be beautiful.
January 2nd.
I really didn't appreciate how much I missed Ja. I know the Grizzlies do. They're a hot pack of boo-boos right now, but he's coming back.
They listen. The game the Grizzlies start against Spurs, that's when their season
their
starts.
season
I think he's back.
They in preseason right now.
He's back Christmas right on my trip, and he's back let me do the math. Fuck.
Preseason, and this is just Grizzlies.
He need a warm-up game.
Got a question.
Warm-ups.
Throw this at y'all. What about Zion with Ja?
Hey Zion, we need whatever
Carolina
whatever
boys.
Zion train we had going when he came in the league. They need to go and crank it back up. The boys back.
They played AAU together right on my trip.
Yeah, they play. Yeah,
Hey,
they came off the bench.
Hey, can we get some Can we get some lights for that?
We can start that agenda.
Can we? Yeah, I want to start that
Zion to
because I
Memphis?
started the one with him and Steph, but it's like this one makes more sense.
Zion got to go to Memphis, though?
Them two.
Yeah, Zion got to
Them
go to
two.
Memphis.
Jock can't go to New Orleans. Yeah, that's
No. Fuck yeah. They need to go to
somewhere
LA.
different together,
They need
right?
to come to LA.
There is a team in LA that can definitely benefit.
Listen, Ja Morant or Zion, most likely Ja Morant is going to be in a big city at some point.
You think they'll let him know? You said you wouldn't let him go if you was a GM.
If I'm Grizzlies, no, I'm giving him. I'll give him the
throwing
state of
him
Tennessee.
the
I'll give him
entire-
Tennessee. You can have Tennessee. Tennessee is Ja Morant now because at some point his aura's too big. It has to, for the NBA. It has to be in a big market.
Would you give up Jaren Jackson for Zion?
If I want to sell, yes.
If you want the duo together,
Yeah.
You'd have
would
to.
you give up another piece for that too?
Yeah.
Now we're starting.
like that.
This is agenda.
I like that. I like that. Because the Steph shit didn't make too much sense to the crew. So I'm like, hey, this one may make a little bit more sense. Just to get him out of New Orleans, though.
refining.
Like to get him out of New Orleans.
That's so sad. When you look at a talent, let's just get them on out to a big city. And now we see why there's lockouts. Because if we think like that as players, what you think the owners is
You
doing?
think they're not talking to each other?
Of course.
All right, so we're going to keep this thing moving. Got some sad news report. We didn't get to 15K today because a lot of y'all are lazy, traveling for the holidays,
It's
whatever
Tuesday.
it may be.
It's Tuesday.
14K.
The club is not going up on a Tuesday. But nonetheless, Gil, man of the people, we are still giving away some stuff for our Thanksgiving giveaway here on Gil's Arena. Underdog username, Saint7. You were getting a pair of Adidas kicks.
Look at this motherfucker.
Thought you was about to fucking kibosh it, Gil. Saint7, you're getting a pair of Adidas kicks courtesy of Gilbert Arenas. So congratulations to you. Unfortunately, they're not going to be the 15K kicks. They're going to be the 13.5 kicks because that's what we got on the show today.
Wait, he's at size 15?
No, I'm saying 13.5 thousand. We didn't get the 15,000 viewers, so you're getting the 13.5 thousand viewer.
Did you show them the kicks that they could have? You show them your kicks?
My elaborate Age of Zero,
Yeah,
I've had these for about 7 months.
Them shits is crazy.
Snake skin, all that other shit. As you know, I'm a very simple man. I don't like all these complex patterns and designs. But in my continued effort to be less washed, had to get it right.
Wash dad.
And I have some other news to report. We are creeping up on 400,000 subscribers. I think we're about 200 away. We will probably cross that tonight. So I just want to thank y'all. As a reminder, if we get to 500,000, Gil is giving away $10,000 to you fans. I know your asses will show up for that because you love money. And if we get to it before December 1st,
I'm cashing out right now. I know I gotta stop because when we get to it, I gotta stop giving the work money because the Cash App, it's capped
they got
off
a
at
cap.
2,500.
do you make it private? Like what?
But what happens?
Me?
Can I?
Consulting.
How does the giving away of the money?
Right here, just like this.
Like, can I? I can get on the chat.
Yeah,
but we can see your name, right? So like this.
You're not gonna pick my name because
No, like this. And we're like, all right, let's say Kong Daddy, you won 500. I just look, boom, right there.
You just pick them.
Did you say
Just
Kong
go.
Daddy?
I just the first name I seen.
So
Army vet, boom.
So if you see my name, but if you see my name, you pick me.
I don't know who's gonna do it, but that's how we do it. We just look, however the chat
I
goes,
might
we
need
just
to
look
put
at
my
Kong.
name. I might need to go ahead in there and comment a couple times.
Kong Daddy. Okay, that's a good one.
But you see, that's what I said. All we did is go right here in the chat and just boom.
Yeah, I'm gonna get my friends to go in the chat.
Man, y'all over here trying to steal from the people.
It's not still. We doing what you doing. Double dipping. You double dipping on the underdog.
But if once we get to 500,000, we're giving away 10K. That's no matter what. If we do it before December 1st, we are giving you the
Kong
fans.
Daddy gonna say, yeah, that's me. Honestly, I'm looking on my phone.
We are looking.
I look at the name, God damn it, God damn.
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah, that's me.
It's called an example, Daddy.
Man, change that name, man. Change
I ain't
that
calling
name.
no grown man.
I'm not calling no grown man.
The best
anything.
thing about it is it's gonna be in their memory now. So when that money's coming up, they're gonna be like, oh, Kong Daddy, right here.
There you go.
2 questions and we out. All right, let's get it. Let's move on to MostlyFans. What's going on, chat? We appreciate you guys sending these questions in. We're trying to get our Thanksgiving started a little earlier, so we have 2 questions today. First question, what the fuck is this? This is from an underdog user, Hakeem's Travel Agency. That's a good name. That's a good name. Since Thanksgiving represents land theft, who do you guys think will have the most steals this season?
Land theft.
Niggas did come over here and say, eat this turkey, we taking this shit over.
He crazy.
Steals?
Take these pearls and these bag of knuckles, and we'll go ahead and take Manhattan.
Damn.
Who's even leading the league in steals right now?
Most steals, I would go with.
Who's gonna get the most steals?
I'm thinking of people who be like jumping the passing lanes real well.
So top 10 steals right now, we got SGA.
I was about to say SGA.
Paul George,
look like
Chris Paul, Cam Reddish, Jalen Suggs, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, Kawhi, LeBron,
SGA.
Herb Jones. I'm gonna go Cam Reddish for the pick.
Yeah, I was gonna say Cam too.
The Cam Reddish redemption story.
He's a crumb snatcher.
He's gonna be in the game long enough
He's
to
a
do
cookie
it.
man.
SGA's from Canada, boys. Somebody out of the country trying to come here and still land.
Yep. Colonization.
Still North America.
Colonization.
Canadian blacks and American blacks got to link up.
Got to link up.
You know, we
That's
all
every
feel
country.
oppressed.
That's every. All blacks.
Black people are everywhere.
They drink their coffee different. I don't know. They don't-
In Canada?
yeah, they drink their coffee different.
You know what else tastes weird in Canada? They're Oreos.
They drinking it with their hands? What do you mean different?
Yeah, they,
Stop. Like, how do you drink coffee different? It's hot. It's hot. They put it in a cup, right, and drink it? Like what?
See, that's what I... Rashad, please.
All right, next up, we got
y'all ain't never watched no Canadian drink coffee with their hands.
No, man. I think you just made that up, man.
It's getting reckless here. Thanksgiving week. All right. Make sure
If you Canadian, how do you drink coffee? Because now,
Now I'm
know.
concerned that Canadians drink coffee out of their hands.
I don't think like
If you see him out there doing it,
I
just
think
ask
he's just trolling,
This
y'all.
shit hot. That ain't even hot coffee.
See, they said it. McCaps.
The cap.
Them motherfuckers ain't never been in Toronto. They ain't never been outside the porch.
You niggas don't have passports.
Motherfucker better stop it. You in the chat, motherfucker. You ain't never been nowhere.
Chat is thriving. Happy Thanksgiving to the chat, too. We appreciate y'all. Make sure you're enjoying this time with your loved ones.
They said Lexi Dog got ADHD.
He can't go to sleep. He can't
He
stay
was
awake.
knocked out the whole show, and now he's hyper.
Actually, a lot of great comments. We got one more question. This is a video question from Underdog username Anthol.
Yo, what's good, Gil? My question is, who y'all think the best six-man of all time is? Lou Will, Jamal Crawford, Manu, no.
I'm gonna say Lou.
Give that man his $100.
I'm gonna say Lou. Lou will.
Who's the best seventh man?
The best who has the, oh, man.
All time.
It has to be between Lou and Jamal for me.
Not me. J.R. Smith. J.R. Smith is the best.
Definitely an elite six-man.
Like if they played one-on-one?
J.R. Smith, I'm going J.R.
Yeah, no. Lou
But is that the best or the most talented? See, there's two different things.
I just look. When they said the name, I looked at the timeline of the career of six man. Even though Lou and Jamal, credentials and resume and all look great, but when I tie in talent to that and I put in like what they did in game shit, like J.R.
No, I mean J.R. Smith in game. I know people gonna be like, I don't even want to read it. They're gonna be like, what about Ginobili? Like he has team success, right? That's team success. Like that's not standing on your own, like being a real live, like if we got one game on it, who's gonna score 50, right? No one's gonna pick Ginobili to score 50 points, right? So it's, this is more of an individual award versus, your team success. So like your 5 rings is, it's what did you do as an individual?
When you checked in as a six man,
You checked in.
and we see that, we like, oh shit. Oh shit.
Yeah.
God damn it. Who got him?
I mean, and not saying like six-man is not important.
Vinny, no.
Microwave?
Microwave?
Michael was,
Because he made it like, I don't want to say cool,
He
but
did.
like,
microwave, quick.
yeah, like six-man, like you was elite if you was a six-man after Lou Will kind of embodied that and kind of just embraced it,
And
Like
before,
Lou- I think
before
he got
Lou
a
Will and
song.
them, Lou Will and them, it was Vinny. That was the only like six man we would know.
Like Lou Will, like when it comes to overall as an individual talent, Lou Will is probably the best sixth man. I'll give him the best sixth man. The most dangerous sixth man was Jamal Crawford.
Yep. Dangerous as fuck.
Like he was a sixth man that was gonna embarrass you, and he was gonna try to give you 50. Right? And it was gonna be like one of those embarrassing 50s. Like you was gonna be in the fast break with him, and he was gonna try to really make you look bad. Lou Will was just gonna he gonna get his fouls. He gonna, like, you gonna like, dang, he got 20 already, goddamn. You know what I mean? You'll look up and Lou Will got 20, 25. You know, Jamal's, you gonna feel his 25.
Oh yeah.
Because he's gonna make you look stupid.
It's like the difference between 007 and John Wick.
Yeah.
I think one is John Wick.
Yeah,
one is 007 and come
like
in.
real proper.
Yeah.
Jamal Crawford is John
Wick for sure.
Like, you gonna be like, yeah, he was here.
Yeah. James Bond is like has his little work, his little silencer. John Wick blowing up the whole shit.
Oh my Lord, man. And that's kind of how Lou Will's demeanor was, like 007.
And yeah.
This nigga come in here bouncing that bitch on his tiptoes, Jamal Crawford, and I don't know, want no.
Ginobili was just like it's like Ginobili was like James Bond to more like
Mission Impossible. Mission Impossible. Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise.
Okay, he's more Tom Cruise-ish. Okay.
Yeah, Mission Impossible's more teams.
More teams.
Okay.
You need your other element.
Your whole team.
Okay.
There we go.
Hey, these niggas fucking with me today. They fucking with me today.
They just became best friends.
Best friends. I'm taking out a Sizzler. I'm taking out a Sizzler with me.
It was more Mission Impossible.
For the first time you gonna come.
There is a Sizzler in the area.
The biscuits are gravy, boy.
It's from Americana. Sizzler used to be the shit, man.
I've never
Then it fell off.
You never been. I'm telling your daddy.
I'm with you.
You ain't never been either?
I wasn't that poor.
Pops is not feeling this. We going to Sizzler.
Sizzler was gourmet in the 90s.
I didn't know what that is.
Now Golden Corral, that's, you know.
Okay,
I've never been there either,
Which
but-
one's better, Norms or Sizzlers?
Sizzlers.
It's better than Norms?
Yeah.
Bro, Sizzler got the Sizzler.
Norms is like high end.
I'm sorry, well, goddamn it, I was poor.
Oh, you were poor.
Norms after 9.
Yeah, you was on the line.
No, you know,
You was on the gun
Norms
line.
is like team shit. Like you go to Norms and be like, we're going to Norms today. Everybody.
Norms was like Denny's bro cousin.
Sizzler for the championship, bro.
Norms was like Denny's bro cousin. Sizzler was gourmet at one point.
Gourmet.
It was a fine dining steakhouse.
Top notch.
There's
When you
a
give
big
out the
one in
awards,
Which one is Red Lobster?
Ooh, Red Lobster is
Restaurant.
100%.
You know, Red Lobster.
Oh, that's,
is,
well, you got anniversary
That's on
shit.
the list
That's
of
anniversary.
no first dates.
what?
That's where you.
Red
Lobster is black
They
gastro.
have like strawberry daiquiris and pina coladas there?
They got
Oh,
lobster.
that's where we went.
They got real
Oh,
lobster.
yeah, we went champion. We going there.
Bro, the Red Lobsters on Wilshire back in the day. Ooh, 2-hour wait.
What is Sizzlers?
Like a buffet,
Sizzlers,
right?
like a buffet with
going
the
Sizzlers,
salad
yeah.
bar. You got the salad bar and you got the potatoes and the spaghetti,
Stations.
and the pizza. You get unlimited pizza.
Sizzlers?
Sizzler.
We call it Sizzlers.
I hate when y'all put S's
Sizzlers.
on at the end of
Sizzlers.
everything.
I don't know. I know.
Stop
Red
putting
Lobster.
S's on the end of
We
words.
going to
Sizzlers.
Sizzlers. We going to Sizzlers.
Sound like my dad.
Yes.
See, he a legend.
He
a legend.
Put the damn
If that-
S's on the end of
Yeah,
words.
I'm confusing it with something. So I don't know.
Let's give one more shout out to Saint 7 for getting Gil shoes. We're going to get to 15K next week after this Thanksgiving layoff. We'll have more content for y'all this week. We appreciate y'all pulling up with us. Have a great Thanksgiving.
Let's go.
This is Gil's Arena, presented by Underdog Fantasy. Whoop, whoop. Whoop, whoop.